Now, crack that open. Boom! It is official. Chocks has opened his Red Bull today. It is the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. That's if right. You're into that Star Wars. Thank you so much for joining us. Today it is the, as we just said, 4th of May, 2018. It is a Friday Q&A with Chocks and A number 69. Bada bing, bada boom. 69. We're gonna do this for this 1 week, so we might as well get into it. So just want to say thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe. Good evening, Asia, and a very good evening to Australia. How's it going, guys? How was your week? You guys doing well? What time is it where you are? What should you be doing? How many people have decided to stay a little bit early, get here a little bit early, come to join us because of True from Midna? Brenton in the house. Callum in the house. What's going on? Tristan, can we please tell me Troy Blair comes in on the stream every week without fail? Any Zelda news, guys? Yes, there is this week. You best be here. You best be here, is all I can say about that.
He's not here on the stream?
I don't know, not just yet. I have to see what's going on.
Somebody tag him.
Working 3 PM. We've got 4 PM for 4 PM for FemK. Should be working. You're getting a sneak. You're getting a sneak. You're getting a very similar to how we did the teaser trailer, the teaser video for Shiranu. We'll have one for TFM a little bit later.
You get everything. If we get 1,000 viewers on the stream tonight, you get everything.
Well, we'll go upstairs and bring down Midna and show everyone.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, James B. Sorry, James B. Yes, Irene, you got to wait that long. It's right at the end of the stream, so if you come here to check out the reveal, it's not going to be for a while, so do come back in a couple of hours, at least. What is going on, Edgar Ramirez? Are we sure that you're not somebody else? Always suspicious of very new.
He's a new.
Yeah, I know, but... You know what I mean?
When you're new.
Are we like new or
yeah.
or how to say in the words of Hinduism and Buddhism, a reincarnation.
A reincarnation, that's right. You've been there before, haven't you?
Absolutely. Oh, Mona Lisa's here to support her True for Midna.
Mona!
How can we you know, obviously we know that she's, you know, Mona mains Midna, so
that's right. She loves Midna.
That's why she actually changed. Yeah. You know, Mona's real name didn't actually begin with an M.
No.
So she changed her name to Midna, M. You know, Midna and M. Yeah, Mona. I think her previous name was Sonia. I changed it to Monya.
Princess.
There you go. There you go.
Midna.
Absolutely. I know she's looking forward to that. Eurovision rehearsal was also online. Very cool.
Is that still ongoing?
Eurovision?
Yeah.
Isn't that the Eurovision Song Contest is like got Australia in there as well or something? It's something ridiculous like that.
I haven't watched one of those for years.
What's the last one I saw? It was like
can't believe this. I don't know.
It was some sort of like it was like these guys. It was like some rain, like I can't even remember, some sort of rain. Nocturnal. It was called Nocturnal. Nocturne, maybe something like that back in the day. Papa Davis. Mona Lisa is totally excited for Midna.
Awesome.
Excellent news. Nice one, Annabelle. You're in Montreal. Bonjour. Bonjour. Ça va? Ça va bien? Got the night off 4 hours ago. Nice one, Lindsay. Appreciate that. Are you actually writing anything in there? Because I haven't seen you writing anything.
I would say something.
Huh?
I'll say something.
Well, go on then.
Well, 32 games.
Okay. Would you like to? Would you like to? Yes. Would you like to bring the chair over as well? Come have a word.
Yeah. Oh.
If Papa Davis has something to say, he's got something to say.
Yes. Everything stops.
Papa Davis in the house.
Hello, everybody. Where? Oh, I'm over there.
So
okay.
You're over here. Yeah. It's a bit of a delay thing. So you just look into the camera over there.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say was I was really pleased to post the sneak about TFM, but actually, the other thing is I've become much more involved with the company in the last 2 years than I had before, because previously I was working. So I just want you all to know that I have been sculpting TFM, so I know exactly what it's like. It is absolutely magnificent. It's amazing, and I have put my heart and soul into it. So do throw your money at it, and
It's not even tonight.
and make it very successful. I think it might be next week, but I've done a really professional job on it, so I'm looking forward to seeing your reaction to it.
I'm not sure if I should tell you now that Play-Doh Tree FM that you gave me, I didn't actually use that and make that one.
You didn't? Oh no, but I did a Lego version as well. Anyway, guys, enjoy it. Thank you.
Nice one. Thanks, Papa Davis. What you should be doing is hitting him up on Facebook, because he's going to be posting sneaks every now and then. You never know when a sneak is going to hit. And you want to be, because a lot of people didn't actually know that we did that, because Adrian posted it, Papa Davis posted it, Chocks, and when we post something, it's because there's a lot of notifications based, because a lot of people are already our friends. If you're not, hit us up for a friend contact, because when we post things, you'll then be able to get that much quicker. So I think, of course, if you hit up Papa Davis, you can find that information when he does sneak peeks every now and then.
That's right.
The guys want to know, where's Mini Papa Davis?
I thought you were going to do a life-size Papa Davis.
Yo, Nana say in the house, Carol in the house. What's going on, guys? J, MJP, Cassie B. What's going on?
That's right.
All right. 89, 90 people on the stream. Just to let you guys, just in case you just joined, Truth or Midna will be showing a teaser trailer later tonight. It is still a while away, but again, thank you so much for joining us, Chocks.
Right, guys. So if you are a first-time viewer on the stream, make sure you join the Official Collectors Club on Facebook. Again, you know what we're going to show during the stream tonight. That information will be posted in the club as well. So just in case you missed it, or you know someone that can't join the stream tonight, make sure you share that into the club, so the care and share in there. So yeah, that's it for now. Right, shall we start off with the week with the notices?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. So as you guys know, Shirinui pre-order started this week.
God, has it only been a week?
It's not even a full week. It's Tuesday, not including reservation.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
But if you do include reservation, then it was last Friday up until today. So
Yeah,
it's
but
a
I feel
full-
like it's been on our mind for quite a while, because we did the week before that. We, just 2 weeks ago, we did the trailer for Shirinui.
it feels really long, because we've been doing stuff behind the scenes weeks ahead, months ahead. So yeah, it seems like a long time, but actual pre-orders. Day one was only from Tuesday this week. So guys, it seemed like it was only a couple of days for you guys, but it seems like an eternity for us. But yeah, everything's going really well, so very smoothly, and guys supporting the line, which is great. And don't forget, the pre-order is open until the 29th of May. So basically, end of the month, we will send out emails to let you guys know if you guys are still on the fence or thinking about it or waiting for your payday. We'll let you know. We'll send out emails, and yeah, jump on that last chance weekend during the 29th of May. Right. So apart from that, yeah, we did get a lot of feedbacks with regards to Shirinui, but we'll go into that when we do the weekend reveal. What else are we doing tonight? Dark Souls, The Ring of Favor. That is the deadline is tonight. So guys, if you haven't checked it out, check out the website, firstfigures.com.
Yep.
Dark Souls, the F4F partnerships with Torch.
Hey, Victoria.
Yep, Ring of Favor. So deadline's tonight. So after tonight, we'll turn it off, and there will be a wait list for that one. So if you guys are into those rings, make sure you support that line. And if there's any more rings coming from Torch, we will let you know.
Yep.
That's right. One other pre-order that's still open right now is the Guts Berserk pre-orders. We will go into the numbers, edition size a little bit later on. Give you a bi-weekly update of the numbers.
Do it now.
Want to do it now?
Yeah, it's part of the notices, I guess.
All right then.
Okay.
Okay.
So the Guts numbers of the exclusives is about 600 right now. Is that right? Yeah? 570 before, now it's 600.
Yep.
Something like that. So just to give you guys an update on that. So we will continue to have those orders open. It's probably looking likely that it will stay open until we go into production. I don't think it's going to get there for 1,000, which is which is basically means that we will keep it open until we go into production, where we have to lock down the numbers anyways, just to give you a heads up. But we said we will keep giving you updates every 2 weeks, and we will do just that.
That's right. So 2 weeks later, we'll give you another update on that as well. So if you guys are interested in that, Berserk, do check out the YouTube videos and all the information on the website. Right. So yeah, I mean, another update. I don't know if you guys have been in the club today. This was like a couple of hours ago. You guys might have noticed some pictures floating around in the club. I believe it's posted by Victor. It's regards to the GNF Sonics that you've seen in the club. Yeah. So if you haven't checked it out, do check it out a little bit later on. Victor's made 2 posts in there, and basically there's an event going on in Korea called Art Toys Culture, and basically the GNF team guys, they took their products, the prototype products, onto their booth. You can see the next Sonic Boom 8 products, Volume 3 and Volume 4. So you guys, previously you guys seen the silhouette images of those two, Knuckles and Tails, but now you've seen everything. The packaging looks very nice, complements with the Series 1, Volume 1 and 2 Sonics. So hopefully you guys like that. If you're into that, we will have that, I don't know, maybe in a couple of weeks we might have some samples in the office. So if we do have those and everything's okay, we'll show some behind the scenes stuff for you guys. And then you guys saw this other Sonic statue that you might have seen in Victor's post. Basically you can see Sonic grabbing onto a ring. Right now we don't have any much information on that, but once we have some information from Jeff, we will let you guys know in the club. I know you guys have been asking a lot of questions in there. What is it made out of? How big is it? Etc. Etc. So yeah,
we don't want to give any misinformation until we have the information internally.
Yeah, we need to chat with the GNF guys. Everything's okay with that side.
And you know, and as with, you know, I would expect, as we did with the Boom 8 series Volume 1 and 2, we actually went to the factory to put our, you know, if we're putting our partnership name against it, we obviously want to make sure that that's a-okay. And likewise, we would expect that anything that we do with that regards us to continue that as well.
And guys, if you have any feedback and any comments, leave them in the post as well, and we'll look into that. And if there's any input, we can pass it on to GNF. We will do so. All right then.
Yeah.
That's it for the notices.
Great. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Straightforward. All right. Good. So now it's going to kick off the week in review. It's been a bit of a quiet week this week. I mean, at least in terms of, I've just been not mortified is the word, stupefied. Just we've got to say something about Shiranui bringing all the people to the yard.
Yeah,
let's be clear about that.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been a bit quiet with us posting, but there's been tons of activities with regards to the Shiranui launch and any other activities that's been going on.
A lot of new faces, a lot of new names.
This is kind of like back to basics, introducing hi, where you're from, etc., etc. And yeah, it's like, it's good. It's good. It's kept us busy all the week.
And I've been really happy with the community spirit. A lot of people who are coming in as a newbie, coming in, asking the questions, having a lot of positive and informative responses from the community.
Sorry, have we passed 100 yet? Have we passed 100?
It's got to be 101.
No, these guys are saying 101,
101.
All right.
Boom. Oh, nice one. They got it. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
So Shiranui, it was 42.5, I believe, at the time we actually went live, and we're now sitting here on 45, which is just stunning, staggering. And this is a week and a half. Guys, amazing. Now, what does that mean for 50k? Well, you know, I just want to be very, very open and honest about this scenario. What happens is there is a certain estimate that we do internally. We think, what do we have in hand, if anything? When can we show that? And when can we not show that? Now, I'll give you an example of when it went right and when it went wrong. Okay? So what I mean by that is we sort of looked at these milestones, and it was an amazing achievement for us to hit 5,000. Amazing achievement for us to hit 10,000. And I think we almost sort of said to ourselves, it's actually going to be much harder to attract new people, but actually we found the opposite, and the reason might be because the word of mouth goes out a little bit more, Chocks.
Yeah.
But more people sort of say, hey, you know what, you might actually like this. And there is such a huge range of video game pop culture fans that might find that our club resonates with them.
Yeah.
That the pool is much bigger than, so they might come in. So going through these milestones, 42, 43, 44, 45, in the space of a week and a half has just been nothing short of astounding. I think it's only going to accelerate a little bit, to be honest with you, because we're also better with regards to getting the word out a little bit more, better with our marketing to a certain extent.
And we've got more magical stuff coming out throughout the summer all the way to the end of the year.
Well, I mean, it also comes with more PVCs, that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the more stuff that you actually, I mean, as an example, IGN posts a video of Majora's Mask, okay? Off it goes, and then people are contacting, trying to come in, all that sort of stuff, etc. And we've always said 50,000. We said that 50,000. What was our last one? 35k?
Yeah.
It was 35k?
35, yeah.
35k was Banjo and Gonko, right? Is that right? Off the top of my head again. So the 35k was that.
Before that was like a double whammy, wasn't it? Before that was...
Well, I'm going to go into that, right?
Yeah.
So if we just go back, we look at 35k, and we just said, 35k, all right, 50k. We just sort of threw that out there, because everyone was like, oh, it's 40k, guys, now. We're like, nah, we always said 50. Because I always sort of thought, by the pace that we're going at, 50k will probably be September time. Something like that, right?
Really? You thought 50 in September?
Well, okay, well, certainly not May, right?
I just checked back some of the blog posts. I think one of the guys the admin said I mentioned
100k at the end of the year.
Yeah. Hey, I'm on target.
So the one before that, I think it was 25k reveal. 25k reveal was Snake and Banjo, right? And then before that, sorry, Snake and Bayonetta,
Yeah.
and then before that was the 20k, which was the Activision partnership, and of course 15k was the Guts. Now, I feel, for example, at least Bayonetta was a massive mistake to announce that then. Really, really regret that, because it's now been quite embarrassing by how long it's taking to be done, right? So that, I feel, wasn't the right play. We shouldn't have done that in retrospect. And of course, we expected to be able to maybe get things a little bit faster. How do I say this? A lot of these things that you're seeing, how long things are taking, is completely open now. It's very easy for you to understand the process, when before it was very much behind closed doors. So going for that Metal Gear Solid license was something that started maybe in 2008, 2009, right? And yeah, we talk about it in the documentary, but at least going for it then was in 2008, 2009. And then you can obviously see how long it was before we actually got Snake out, etc., etc. It becomes a lot more obvious now some of the difficulties that we go through. When we finally do the documentary, if we had announced, let's say Bayonetta was, as an example, the 50k reveal, and the 50k reveal is in 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time. Let's just assume that, right? And then, Bayonetta kicks our ass for another year, right? That brings us to middle of 2019. The timing between that is, okay, it's been a year. But actually, because we announced it at the 25k? Yeah, 25k. It's going to be like 2 years before we do it, and people are going to be asking us, and we're like, it's kind of, I feel like we shouldn't have shown our hands that early, because, and that's the problem. I know that if we were to announce 50k, it will be so far in the future that I don't want to announce it, because it's so far in the future, and that's the problem. Whether or not we actually have the license, or even if we don't have the license, or anything like that, right? Well, I would never announce something we don't have the license for, but I'm just saying there is such a time between announcing and the first product that...
It's a bit like the game industry, where in the past, the companies will announce the game, and then it'll go into development for about 18 months to 3 or 4 years, and then the game will come out, and then over the past few years, it seems like a lot of games company kind of delayed that announcement. They announce it roughly about 6 to 8 months before game launch.
Right, okay.
So it feels like it's still fresh in people's memory.
Right.
So they announce it today, and then let's say end of the year the game will come out, unless there's delays. And it's kind of like in this scenario where, back in the day, sure, you let people know that we've got this license, and then it goes into development and production for like 3 or 4 years.
I mean, look at.
Yeah.
I mean, can we take some examples on that?
because
Let's think about some vaporware. What have we got there? Duke Nukem Forever, Daikatana. Any other ones that Half-Life 3?
Half-Life 3. A Heart of Darkness. That was a game that was in development for a long time. You remember that?
StarCraft Ghost. That actually got cancelled, but no, that's what Joseph Conrad. As a game.
Heart of something.
Don't remember that.
You can't remember that?
It looks like Fade to Black.
For a long time.
Looks like Fade to Black.
I believe it.
Too Human. Yeah, that's another good one. FF7 remake, Last Guardian. Well, that came out, but yeah,
FF7 remake. That's true.
Yeah.
Now Shenmue 3 is different. Shenmue 3 was like kind of like in the vault. It's like you guys have been waiting for like 15 years for it, but it's a totally different thing.
But the thing about Shenmue 3, it was never announced.
Yeah, it was never announced. No, it wasn't announced. Well, back in the day, they were planning like the script. It was planned like I can't remember, like 20 chapters or so.
See you later, Papa Davis.
See you later. Yeah, it's like 20 chapters in Shenmue, the whole line, and like the first 2 games only covered like the first 7 or 8 chapters.
Right.
Or so. So that's why it wasn't finished.
Yeah, and a lot of people, right? As Petulia says, he's really he follows us very, very closely, and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously follows a lot of other people, and announcing stuff so far in advance is really it's so this is what you're seeing much more with us being so open. It's Bayonetta announcement was a mistake, no doubt in my mind, but at the time it was
say
okay.
that now, but
exactly
but
at the time we felt like we were going to be able to do it, but we had snags, etc., etc. And that was really something that I wanted to sort of highlight when we talk about the 50K unexpectedly coming quicker than we expected. I just have this in the back of my mind that if I announce something, how far away are we? And I don't want to just do it just because you guys are like, oh yeah, 50K. You need to give it to us.
That's why I will announce the Streets of Rage TT when we hit 100K. My predictions are always right.
Ridley, I wouldn't really, there's a difference between license announcements and product announcements, to be honest with you. They're slightly different. License announcements with no product announcements at all. I mean, you could say, like, Meta Ridley is part of the Metroid line. We're not announcing Metroid. It would be like announcing Metroid and never having done anything until Meta Ridley would be different. There's less pressure because there already is Metroid product in the market that we've made. It's announcing a license and then basically not having any product from that is always really there's a lot of pressure on us that is unnecessary, and you don't need to know about that if it's as in we got enough worrying about it ourselves about not getting out. But I think that's just what I wanted to say. Whether or not we push back the 50K reveal to something else, I hope you can understand where we're coming from. It's unexpectedly quick. 45 into 50, I think will be also quick, especially with True Form Midna. I think it could become very, very quick. Shiranui 2,500 in basically a week and a half is just unprecedented, and it's just something I wanted to raise with you guys. So if we do decide to delay or whatever it may be, I hope you can understand.
Yes, Lindsay, we do have the FMA.
We could also, and also 50K might not necessarily need to be a license, to be honest with you. It could be
retirement.
No, I was just going to say more like it could be a product, as an example, to give us more leeway.
I'll bring my retirement earlier.
Mario and Yoshi has been a while, you're absolutely right.
Wow, yeah, I mean, it is...
Hey Lindsay, yeah, we already have the Fullmetal Alchemist license.
we've been saying this all along with Nintendo products that we're working on. They do take time. So
I mean, look at FMA. We announced that a long time ago as well. That was like what was that, Wednesdays? Right?
What are those?
Right? That's...
Yeah.
And, you know, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So it's pretty tough. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So hopefully you guys can get a bit of idea for where we are. TFM, it won't be delayed in the sense that we already have approval to go into production. So
Yeah, that's the most important thing
Yeah.
there.
Phoenix, right, for 50K. Maybe only announce projects you expect to put up for PO within the next year. Right, then I will tell you then. If that's what you want, then I can't announce anything at 50K. That's the point. That's the point, William. That's the point. So, just a heads up, guys. All right. I appreciate all your, all your feedback based on that, and you sort of relating it to vaporware games. It's a good example of where it's probably not. It's probably. I think Snake was really a great example of going from a announcement. I think the same thing for Spyro. The Activision into Spyro was very, very quick. April into July. Perfect. Similar for that, and that's the difference. Assuming that we did 50K by the end of this May, I guarantee you there's nothing that we could announce for 50K and have up for pre-order in 3 months time, 4 months time. It's got to be at least a year of development. So isn't that just taking the piss and just simply announcing it just because we have 50K?
Well, we're going to do something for 50K anyway. Yeah. And just in general, right? Doesn't have to be announcements or anything. Just something different. Yeah. Something different during the Chocks A Q&A. What about Q&A? We ask you guys your questions. Yeah. We'll create a thread and we'll ask you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole stream will be about, hey, John Morales, what do you do when you're like not on the stream? Like Kevin Bookbinder, like why are you called Bookbinder?
Maybe he binds books.
Yeah. Mr. Scabs, like why do you say what?
Word.
Word.
Well, giveaways, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe we could be something like, right, we give the ultimate who dat.
The ultimate who dat. Alright. Let's do a marathon. A 50K, like a 50-hour marathon.
How about no? Anyways, I just wanted to say that, guys. Shiranui's brought all of the boys and girls to the yard. Thank you so much for that. But of course, I feel a lot of pressure to announce things just because of the timing, and I think we're just gonna, after 50K, just like, or just stop saying and tying things to memberships, because it's gone beyond. It's organically growing now in a way that it's beyond our wildest dreams, and I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking about. Is the windows open? It sounds a bit loud.
No.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Let's carry on then, Chocks.
All right then.
Where are we at? Shiranui. So Shiranui, keeping with Shiranui bringing people to the yard, let's talk about some of the comments and feedback that we got. Now, everything is not, a lot of the time for the first week, I don't really say anything. I don't make any comments. I just sort of observe, and see what is and what isn't. One of the things was, of course, the markings. And the markings, was it Katie, or who was the person who did the markings?
Yeah, it was Katie. Is it Katie?
I can't remember the
can't remember.
lady's
Sorry,
name.
I'm so sorry.
Some face markings and colouring, and also some shoulder markings and shoulder colouring. And one of the things that I said I would talk to Capcom about would be the face markings, and that's something I will do. And another thing is, I said I will look at and I will test that. I haven't actually said this, but one of the things was having some extra colour in the base. I'm going to look into that and see if that's something that we can do. There's almost like grooves along there, and maybe have that into a kind of sort of a bluey kind of watery effect. That's something that I've looked into, and we'll look into, and I'll propose it to Capcom and see if they accept that. Just something just to give a little bit more color. Whenever people are asking this, I tell you now, very, very clearly, never expect it's going to happen. Do not place your order thinking it's going to happen. Place your order...
Michelle,
right.
Michelle Kiesel. Kiesel?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. This one.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm sure.
Michelle, sweet. Now, never... You have to place your orders thinking this is what you're going to get, not on the expectations that it may change. If it changes, we want to make it for the better, of course. But you must always place your orders with the expectation of it, how it is right here, right now. Okay? So, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. There are certain things that I think that I want to try out, and then when we then run that by Capcom and see what they say, we have to sort of see what they say about that as well. It's not just simply redo it, and therefore that's what it's going to be. There's lots of things involved behind the scenes, but just as I said, the things that I'm looking at are the facial markings. Added an extra bit of coloring to the base, some blues. I think that's something that we could do, and I think wasn't that the main thing that we were looking at. Of course, we talked about having what we already talked about, which is improvements in the fire. The ring, a bit more things like that. No, improvements and that sort of things. That's something that we recognized earlier, and we will go from there as well. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. Is everyone's stream okay? Cassie, I said for the face markings I was looking at. Yeah, and slightly deeper there. Those are the things that I said I would be looking into. Other updates, of course, I posted some gallery. I posted all the gallery, which was quite nice to do on the main page and in the club. And I'm testing out whether or not this Instagram is anything that we want to keep on doing. I sort of posted that Shiranui, a picture of that, and people... Was there any response to that? Let's have a look. How many comments? Any comments?
There's comments.
Not many.
Well, you only just started back, so give it some time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
See, finally some activity on here. From a school kid 562.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll try a little bit more.
Finally, you posted something. Going to pre-order as soon as payday comes around. I need this to go with Army. Already pre-ordered my exclusive. And then you get guys tagging other guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's getting the word out.
You guys need to be more active in here. A picture tells 1,000 words, as the saying goes. Yeah, just give it some time. It should be fine.
Okay. And that was the Spyro one, wasn't it?
Was that?
Yeah. Can't even see it. It's ridiculous.
Oh, you gotta press play. See? Definitely need to. Definitely need to. Why waste all those lovely pictures?
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Guys, do us a favor. If you want us to concentrate on Instagram as well, make sure you follow us. Currently, we have 11.8k followers. It'd be nice if you guys support that side of the social media as well, and show Alex your love, and then we'll have some more photos on that social channel.
Yeah. For sure. All right, sweet. So if we talk about keeping it with Okami theme, Oki.
What's the IG?
Would you be up for either wolf or human form Oki from Oki? I would say Oki. Would you be up for Oki in either wolf or human form? That's a poll I put out there. It was about a week or so ago. I've been pretty surprised about the speed of that, Chocks. I said, let's talk at 750. It's already on 500 plus, Chocks, which is really, really amazing. But that's for wolf form. Would you be up for that? Now, I'm thinking, would you be up?
Hey guys, sorry, just interrupt you there. Hey guys, I just posted the Instagram link in the video, in the stream. So do check it out. It's a bit bare bones right now, but for those that do enjoy Instagram, hopefully it's something for you guys. Yeah, over to you, sorry.
Nana say absolutely Instagram is owned by Facebook. So Emma says wolf form and then human form after. And here's a question. There's 500 plus people. You know, I know Emma would have voted for yes. Would you want Oki wolf form to be the same size as Ami and Shira? Bearing in mind, in the game, it's quite a bit bigger. Quite a bit bigger equals quite a bit more in price. So what do you think? What do you guys think? How would you like to see it? Lily Bodini, how's it going? Bodini. Let's see. What are the numbers on the Aoki one?
It's lovely, guys. Thanks, Teddy DPX. Just started following us. Thanks, Sketching Ringtail, Taria Misaki, XX Irene.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
And if you're doing that anyways, can you just subscribe us to YouTube, please?
And Twitter. We have YouTube.
YouTube mainly.
YouTube,
say,
yeah.
YouTube.
YouTube for now. Like Instagram and YouTube for now.
Alright, let's see. The thing is, wolf form is already 541. That's 543.4, which is amazing. 544. For the 50k celebration, why not do a 15-minute 500-point giveaway instead of a reveal? That way you keep your lines. And yeah, sure. You know, that's definitely something. Much appreciated, Irene. So we've got same size here. Bigger, says John Morales. Tristan says same size.
Hey guys, I also posted the YouTube channel in the stream as well. So right now we have 9,191 subscribers. Let's see if we can get over 10k. Let's see if we can do something about that. Maybe a little giveaway over there.
Okay, yeah. As long as you're not saying, "Oh yeah, we'll do a reveal for 10k." I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's like we do
What
a review.
are we gonna say?
We do a review on 10k on the YouTube. We do another review when we get to 15k on Instagram.
Well, do we another reveal when we get to 50k? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did we do anything about 100k on the website on the Facebook page? We didn't, did we? I don't think we did.
No, I don't think we did. I don't think anyone noticed.
No one even notices the main page.
Yeah. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for sharing the Instagram link. Thank you, Adam. Thanks, Alex. Betula.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't sub to us, Alex. 1 point per person. Well, they can all just log into the account, to be honest with you. Reveal 50k. We have an Instagram page.
Aye. Version 2.0.
Much appreciated, FMK. Is it FMK or FEMK?
Femke.
FMK? FEMK?
Femke. Taverny.
Tavern, I would go for. Cool. Alright, here we go. Let's keep on going. So, Orky, how do you want it? What size? That's interesting. I'm sure that'll spill a lot of people on that. We'll have to sort of see. And whilst we're on the Okami, before we move on to the next subject, one of the things that we have talked about was the upcoming Okami PVC, Amaterasu, and that was quite interesting for us to talk about that, because a lot of the discussion about that was also talking about how we, in order to do this project, we needed to have a sister piece in resin. And what was going through my mind at the time was having it in 1/3 scale and having the PVC. Well, the PVC is the same sort of size as our other PVC, so it's going to be pretty small. 1/3 was going to be a lot bigger, but of course a lot more expensive than the current 1/4 range. Would you guys want to see? I thought actually, but you know what? Why don't we ask the club? To be honest with you, those are the guys who are going to have to consider the sizing and the pricing. Of course, 1/3 is going to be significantly more expensive than a 1/4. Typically 1/4.
Hey, Kanako.
Hey, Chagia, how's it going? So, would you like to see the Amaterasu sister resin in 1/3 or in 1/4? That's the question.
We should make a.
We will run a poll for it later.
Yeah.
We'll run a poll for it later.
Hey Edgar, we haven't answered the Q&A just yet. We're just going through the weekend review. Just going through the posts that we made during the week. Just a quick summary of that.
You got to use hashtags on Instagram.
That's true. Hashtags on Instagram, that is true.
You pronounce the E, Femke. Boom. Femke.
With the E.
Pronounce the E. But is it Femke? Or is it Femke?
Or is it the surname?
I think it's Femke. Oh yeah, good point. Did he actually answer that?
Is it Femke Tavani?
No, listen to Chocks. Is that no? Listen to Chocks or don't listen to Chocks?
No, listen to Chocks. Or no, listen to
Yeah,
Chocks.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about that. All about that grammar and the use of commas.
So it was we get poll.
Kevin, it is 600.
Ami Amaterasu.
I mean, Anna said it's really hard to say projects in the future, especially it's not like a human, so it's kind of hard to say. But you know, I would expect it to be something like that.
Ooh, Mr. Chocks is all pronouncing it almost correcto.
Femke, was it Femke or
I don't know.
You forgot what you said.
Femke.
Femke, yeah.
What about the surname? Is the surname Tavan or Tavani?
Or nay. Oh, it's our Dutch. Ah.
Famke, isn't it Famke? Well, that's
Femke. Femke. Yeah, for Femke. How about 1/6? Nah, Brendan, that would be too close to the PVC. Irene van Vandenberg Grimbergen. Is it Bergen or Bergen? Bergen. Nana say you know it's going to have a black base. The whole range has black bases. Or not have it. I'm correct. I don't remember which one I said. It's Femke.
This is fam. Fam as in family and K as in OK.
Sure, it's Fem. As in...
You should record,
as in Femship.
You should record your name, pronounce it, and just post it in the club. So we can listen to it.
Whichever one's more affordable.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see the post and we'll go through the comments for sure.
Oh, Troy is finally here. Troy, go on, quick. Tell me, ask me. Is there any Zelda news? Quick, ask me. Ask me. Go on, do it. Okay. So, Guts. Has that only been this week? The bottom of the sword. That was over the weekend, wasn't it?
Maybe probably.
Yeah, over the weekend. The bottom of the sword has had 2 dots. It's of a range of different things that we talked about, updating the hand with the grips going through there, with the wrappings going through the finger, in between the fingers, the face, the different, the neckline, the incisors. That's not the incisors, the canines. From the base, of the bottom of the sword, there's 2 extra holes added there. There are some other changes to be done, and we will update accordingly. Femke in Dutch is Femke. Is it Femke or Femke? Femke. Oh fuck.
That's right, Alex.
Oh, has Troy asked me if there's any Zelda news?
I don't think so. I don't think he has.
He hasn't asked me. Well, if he doesn't ask, then
hey,
we don't need to share anything.
Mikkel.
Femke. Boom. Done. World's strongest mystery has been solved. Even more mysterious than what's happening with Phoenix Wright. All right, sweet. Solaire. Showed you guys Solaire art print. Oh, Troy. So funny you should ask. Yes, there is some Zelda news today. It's going to be a teaser reveal, teaser trailer, just about 40 seconds long, of Truth or Midna. Thanks so much for asking. Finally, I get to say yes, there is something. Porridge, you just missed Papa Davis. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Nice.
How many guys here are looking forward? No, I won't do it. I won't do it.
First of what? What was
So say Phoenix, right? Where Solaire art print. So Solaire art print. If you've ordered the exclusive or Praise the Sun, of course, Jolly Combo gets both. You will get an art print that comes with it. And if you haven't seen it, I posted something in the club this week, and that has been. It was out of sync audio, but I then subsequently in the comments actually updated it. Sort of sent the corrected version. So hopefully, if you got confused by the audio in the first one, you can get that sorted out there.
Yeah, it was kind of out of sync.
How is it got the Taki? Yeah, Taki's sort of middle area. I'm going to be going probably next week to sort of check what's going on in terms of the production. I'll do some videos and stuff from that as well. You know, Phoenix Wright. Nana was like, yeah, Phoenix Wright, and then James Bennington was like, meh, yeah. And then
Phoenix, no, he said Phoenix meh.
Yeah, Phoenix meh, and now it's like
James meh.
Okay, meh. So you know, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. The Ornstein SD. So. One of the regular versions must be somewhere in China. Someone posted or gave it to Sav a picture of the leaflet that comes in with the SD. Now, if you remember, that sort of tradition started with what did it start with? That tradition started with Link, Breath of the Wild Link, and on there was some sneaks of the Shaker Slate and a sneak of Rider Link, right? Then if you go to Crash Bandicoot PVC, there was a Spyro in there, and also, wasn't it also Crash Resin?
I think Michael Lai is right. I think it was somebody from Singapore.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, whatever. Okay, thank you very much. So then, continuing that tradition, in the Artorias SD, we had a sneak of something else, and of course, everyone knows that Solaire, no secrets there. Solaire is coming, Solaire SD, and in there was a sneak of Ornstein SD, and yeah. So if you haven't seen it, guys, that will be coming to us pre-orders at the end of the year, I would say, for that. But yeah, looking nice. It's a great, now hopefully you can start seeing that there is a collection going to be coming on that. Artorias, Solaire, Ornstein.
So guys, if you just notice our SD line, make sure you jump on the waitlist for Artorias SD, the exclusive version. That's only available on our website. So yeah, once it's gone, it's all gone. So don't do the same thing with the resin line where you missed out on Artorias. So let's start a new line.
MAD, I appreciate the support on that. Hey Nikki, hopefully we help relieve any stress you may have. Nice one, Stephanie. Appreciate the feedback. Alrighty. Donkey Kong versus Bowser size gauge. Now, the reason why is I'm actually at that stage now where I'm going to propose to the Big N. As I wrote a poll maybe a couple of weeks ago, maybe it was even earlier this week, which was to say, with Mario and Yoshi being wrapped up in sense of the 3D stage and the concept-wise, and of course now we need to go through the process of the physical and all that sort of stuff. it's now time to look at the next in the line. And one of the things I asked was, of course, who do you want to see next? And Donkey Kong came to the top of that list. So then I wanted to sort of consider possible poses and concepts in order to propose it to the Big N when I go to see them in Vegas in a couple of weeks, Chocks. Coming very, very quickly. In a couple of weeks. So I was asking for some feedback, some images, because a lot of people were like, you can just look at the size chart. But, you know, I appreciate that. And yes, I have assets to look at that. But also the question is, what does your Donkey Kong look like compared to Bowser? Because there have been variations of the sizes. If you look at how Bowser has been in relation to Mario over the years, it depends on what game you've been playing, Jocks. It could be bigger, smaller, whatever it would be.
Yeah.
As a result, if you take that into consideration, that there's a direct relationship between Bowser's size, Mario's size, then you have to consider how big is Donkey Kong versus Bowser versus Mario, and almost like all three of them. So that's something we wanted to sort of really tackle and look into. Donkey Kong is a big boy, you're absolutely right. Hey Lilith, you can do it. I know you're in Australia. What's going on, Jamie B? Did you post one? Oh, I need to check it out, Law. I definitely saw a couple of them. It was very, very useful. Very useful. Right. Facebook now has the ability to, I can simply go, click a button and it says, it welcomes all the last 100 people that joined. Now, what was quite funny is how many people from that 100 people that I tagged is actually still here. Because you saw a couple of names were grayed out, right?
Oh, I saw one of them.
Was it just one? Let me see.
Yeah, you made that post about 7 hours ago.
Is the Tinternet's working for you, Jocks?
Tinternet? Yeah.
So of that 100 people, I see one person left. And that's a shame because I think that person was going to win the Shiranui, but...
It's one of those, right?
Anybody subscribe to our YouTube channel, Chocks?
Yeah, it did. It went up.
Let me see. If you go back to over there, it must have the original one, right?
No, that's not.
Oh.
That's a different thing.
What was it before? 191 or something? Yeah, baby. 6, baby. Much appreciate it.
Yeah, and Instagram a lot more.
Alex's funny accent. Which bit? Why'd you keep pronouncing Luigi like that? I like it. I like it,
what,
like
Luigi?
it, like it. Yeah, I know he's a massive Luigi fan.
Luigi.
Luigi. Much appreciated, Ariana.
Ariana.
Oh, have you heard about it? A white summer edition of Red Bull. It's got a hint of coconut and berries.
Yeah, yeah.
You heard of it?
Yeah.
What the hell does that? What? That sounds awesome. Let me see.
I was having a conversation in the club earlier on.
White coconut. Red Bull. Oh, white summer edition of coconut. Oh, nice packaging. What's the silver edition?
So it's the same thing.
Oh, it's the lime. Coconut twist. All right.
All right.
Chocks.
Right. So, guys, what is the F4F official collectors club? What is it? What does it do? What is it supposed to do? Why are you here? Well, basically, we explain what it is in that article. We basically made a blog about.
Yeah, Miguel did a great job on that one.
Yeah. So it's kind of like it's not really for you guys that are already in the club. So it's kind of
we believe you know that you're here.
Yeah. We keep posting the collectors club on the main post every time we get a chance, but we've finally decided to make a blog post about it, so guys can actually share that out and introduce the newbies, just make them feel comfortable and settle in, and there's stuff in the club that happens on a daily basis, so hopefully new guys will find that informative as well, and there's something for the blog to keep on going on a monthly basis. And then we did the same thing with the day one edition, because we see a lot of people asking what is a day one edition, and basically if you made a pre-order in the last couple of months, you know what a day one edition is basically. So you know, you make a purchase during the day one, and you get some extra goodies. So it's another blog article there, so guys can read up, and it's kind of a reference as well. So you guys can actually always go back and check that out as well. And then same again as well. So a lot of like this week we've had 48 2,000 new members or something like that, give or take. So a lot of people are always going to ask what are reward points. I still get some people asking, do you have any discount codes? So that was like a couple of years back. And when I tell them, hey, we've moved into a rewards point system, all I have to do is just share the blog. You know, take your time and just enjoy it rather than going through the whole A to Z.
Can you remember when we first went across? It was I was in China, and you're like, Alex, you need to come back and get your ass on a stream tonight. It's like, okay.
Why?
Because when we swapped across to the reward point system, when we went with the new website, it was kind of like really hard to explain it and go through it. I think
we even made a stream about it.
Yeah, you were like, Alex, get your ass back. I was like, but I just come back from China. Like, don't care, Alex. Get your ass in the office. You need to go through all of this.
Yeah.
And we did that, and that was about a 45-minute video. But then it was explaining it, and
then eventually putting it on the website took a while, and then after that.
But definitely, the guys in the club totally, once we got through it, understood it, and hopefully they agree it was a better system. 30% Chocks. That's wholesale price right there. But there is no platinum member right now.
And then another blog was First for Highlights, which is something very new, and it just started today. And basically, it's going to be a monthly kind of thing, just highlighting what happened the previous month. So, like in the month of April, we've done 3 to 4 different launches, just detailing what happened during the Q&As and what happened during the TTs. So it's kind of like a nice little blog section where you can see what happened during the month of April, and then hopefully if you guys like that, we'll continue doing that on a monthly basis, and some production updates as well in the article. Right, and then I don't know why is this on here, but another new minor feature that was implemented in the newsletters this week, last week actually, when we did the launch, just before we did the launch for Shiranui. There's a countdown timer in there right now, so basically
make sure it's still there.
Make sure it's still there. Yeah, it should be there.
Climbing down.
Yeah, so it's like we get a lot of people asking, what time zone is this? When's the launch gonna happen? So basically, that timer will be there to let you guys know. Just follow the timer, and then you'll know when the stream
Shiranui
starts.
will stay open for another 25 days, 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 9 seconds.
That timer should be in the next newsletter. Should be right. Nah.
You mean? Oh, what kind of, could you do that? Maybe you could.
Maybe you can, but there's going to be quite a lot of timers. No. Maybe we do a last chance timer kind of thing. We'll figure that out. But there will be a timer for every single launch. Yeah, that makes sense. A timer for every single launch.
Yeah.
Anything with regards to the weekly stats for you?
Much appreciated, Disley and Tisdale.
What?
Officially joined the club, created an account for
F4F. Right. Create another account for the Instagram, and create another account for Twitter, and create another account for YouTube.
Absolutely. Alright. Or was there anything else did you say?
No, I'm just saying the weekly stuff. The weekly stats. Did you
right. No, I didn't bother this week. I mean, because the whole thing doesn't work anymore. It's stupid.
It would have been good to know.
Oh.
Yeah, this week would have been, you know.
What can I tell you?
It'd be interesting to know with all these new members coming in.
If I look at the group insights, just directly on Facebook, so it's slightly different. I can say in the last 28 days, so the last 4 weeks, there's been 3.6 thousand new members.
That's last what? 28
days.
Last 28 days.
But most impressively is in the last 7 days. So 3.6 was in 28 days. In the last 7 days.
Hey Nadia.
Hey Nadia, how's it going? In the last 7 days, there have been
7 days.
2.4k. So in 1 week, 2.4k. In the last 28 days, it was 3.6, meaning 1.2k over 3 weeks, 2.4 over 1.
63 were declined.
2 were blocked.
What is up, guys?
5 current vendors. 5 current pending requests.
5 current pending requests.
Spyro shipping date. Not for a while. Probably leaving the factory in about maybe 1.5 months, something like that.
Okay.
Okay, Chocks, over to you.
Temptation Thursdays. This is going to be interesting. Let me just load this up. Last week's TT was TT 99 Attack on Titan. Titans with an S. Attack on Titan. 387 votes. 196 votes said yes. 191 votes says no. Ugh, neck and neck.
That's very close.
Close. It could swing either way.
Surprised or not surprised? I'm going to say I'm really surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Attack on Titan was massive back in the day. It was like the first anime Kanako seen for years. Years and years and years.
Yeah.
She watched that, then she watched the next season.
You're looking forward to the
Yeah,
season 3?
I guess so. Then
Yeah.
she's, what's this? My Hero or Academia? Keep banging on about. I was like, okay. So she started watching that, and so she hasn't really been into anime for a while, and then Attack on Titan got her back into it.
You alright?
And then she started watching some girly ones.
Some girly ones.
Yeah, I don't know. She saw some. I don't know. Some other. I'm not. A bit more that I'm not familiar with. I should say less mainstream. But you know, I almost felt like Attack on Titan was the when Attack on Titan first came out. That was quite mainstream in the sense that a lot of people who don't watch anime saw it. If that makes sense. So I'm gonna say I'm pretty surprised. Pretty surprised. Now people might say, "Oh, it's the Titans versus the characters." To be honest with you, you know, if the license was strong enough, it really shouldn't matter what it is from there. To be honest with you, at least to have a demonstration of it, right? I don't know. Interesting. Surprised.
Right. But as you guys know, TT never dies. So if you know any Attack on Titan fans, or after watching season 3, you know, maybe jump back in and vote. Right, this week's TT 100. Finally, 100.
100 Chocks.
Oh,
Boom.
boom! Captain Falcon from F0.
F0.
Yes, if you guys remember, it all started from the Super NES, Super Famicom. Yeah, back in the day. 279 votes, 154 said yes, and 125 said no. Again, pretty close.
What are your thoughts? And what are your thoughts, guys? Once I ask Chocks what his thoughts
I
are.
never give my thoughts on this.
I always ask, just out of politeness. I never I also give time for people to come up with their thoughts on what that thing is. I'm surprised. I was expecting a bigger blowout, to be honest with you. When it first launched, I think there was more no votes than yes votes. Now there are more yes votes than no votes, but it's still, yeah, it's been 24 hours. But you know, you see some that get a lot of attention and traction very early on, and that was something like, you know, 2B, right? Or you know, Banjo. Maybe Banjo's not a good example, but you just see things that get a lot of traction quite soon, quite straightforward,
quite quick. Yeah.
Whereas Captain Falcon, yeah, you know, 279, it's not bad, it's not massive, but I'm also quite surprised that for a Nintendo property that it's not really. I mean, look, and you look at the Inklings from Splatoon. 324, 182 for yes, 142 for no. All right, what else is there from Nintendo that's kind of like So it was also Pikmin, wasn't there, Chocks? How did Pikmin get on in the end?
Ooh, quite a while, wasn't it?
It's been a while.
Pikmin. 1.1k votes.
Okay.
552 yes and 533
Very similar.
no. Yeah.
But okay, that's a little bit better than I remembered it. I think that must have just kept on going over time.
Yeah.
So maybe these things just need a bit of time to cook. What did you guys think? Yeah, United States thought there'd be a lot more.
Hey, Lindsay.
Let's face it, people don't know what they want.
This
so
is
in my life, Alex.
This is the TT. This is the link, which you can find on the TT thread every single Thursday. That will take you to all the TTs that we have done so far. So do take your time, click on it. There's a drop down menu on each TT where you click on it and it'll take you straight to the Facebook post. So you can always go in there and check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, it is what it is.
That's right. So here we go. 101. Xenoblade Chronicles. That's the next TT.
Shulk, I'm assuming. Can you guys let us know who you want to see as the main person for the TT?
And then the one after that, Vagrant Story.
Nice. Now, a lot of people, again, I've seen them comments outside the club. Oh, why are you putting something about Square Enix when you can't get it? Well, the answer is because why not?
That's still going on. That topic.
Yeah,
it's been on there forever.
Yeah. The reality is, I haven't tried to speak to Square Enix for many, many, many years. 10 years. But hey, sometimes it's just nice to see how things stack up, to be honest with you. Whether or not.
What is it?
Vagrant Story. I really enjoyed that game back on the PS1. Oh, Secret of Mana, yeah?
Secret of Mana, yes. 438 votes. 225 said yes, 213 said no. Come on, guys, you guys wanted to be...
Another example was Hitman. Did we do Hitman?
Hitman!
We did?
Hitman was 408 votes.
Wow.
80 votes said yes, and 328 votes said no.
That's surprising. Oh, actually, Hitman was recently sold by Square Enix, I think. I believe. Ooh. So what is everyone saying? Pyra, Shulk, Shulman.
Shulk. And guys, if you have any other suggestions, games or anime, make sure you come back on Sunday, Fun Day Sunday, and rally the IPs that you want us to look at.
Florinda, a new name. How's it going? I think you should just make it the statues, but limited. No, we don't do that. We don't want to be doing limited ones. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to do the ones that have more mass appeal, can spread the word more, rather than just going limited. It's an opportunity cost. We should be working on figures or statues that get the word out about us much more than ones that are very closed off.
Breath of Fire, yes, we did the TT
did
on
Persona
that.
5 Joker hit 1K? I thought it was I saw 4. Did it actually hit it? Have you jumped the gun there, Johnny De Jesus?
Breath of Fire TT had 754 votes, which was quite high. Well, that was 296 votes for yes and 458 votes for no.
Breath of Fire is Capcom though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh, someone else here.
Yeah, someone else.
Okay.
Alex.
Oh, how's that doing? Oh, it's not doing so well. Oh, not so well.
And yes, you guys kept asking for Bubsy, so we did a Bubsy the Bobcat. Oh, 435 votes. 72 said yes, and 363 said no.
Where is the Phantom Thieves? This was posted October 23rd. Whoa, nice one. Exactly 1K. Boom. Well done. That's the one. That's the.
What about the rest? What about the second one?
713
or 716?
Oh, bloody hell. They're both exactly 713. That's amazing. So we got Protagonist Joker, Makoto Queen, Futaba. I made a mistake there.
Futaba.
Oracle Navi. Yusuke, you're quite surprised that she's not so high up, right? She's on a low of 476, which is very respectable as well. You're also quite surprised about Anne as well being 445, but that's very interesting.
Morgana's quite low.
Well, yeah,
Which is, You guys don't like cats?
They're doggo guys.
The doggo guys. You don't like cats? Anything Shovel Knight related from Edgar?
Shovel Knight. Have you asked? So Shovel Knight is in terms of I think you're going to be asking questions on that, but Shovel Knight is obviously we done Shovel Knight. We have nothing to report about anything else apart from that at the moment.
Right. All right. So that's it. Let's announce some winners from last week. You ready to move on?
I would never, So what I want to do is, what's the third one after that? Will I get there before Vegas?
Yeah. What?
Before Vegas.
Right. So the 10th is Xenoblade.
Mm-hmm.
The 17th is the Vagrant Story, and then and then you'll be Vegas.
Okay, so
Vagrant Story is the last one before Vegas. So what are you doing on the 24th?
How about 17th?
Eh?
Instead of Vagrant Story.
Right.
Earthbound. You guys cool with that? Earthbound, just because it'll be interesting to have any conversation with a big N about that. There's no conversation to be having with SE anywhere in terms of Vagrant Story. So in terms of possible conversations with a big N, Earthbound. What do you guys think about that? Are we talking about Ness? Oh, Star Fox. I mean, Star Fox doesn't really need to have a TT, I don't think. I don't think it particularly needs a TT. Oh, Fox, yeah. That's more like a character.
Well, there's only 2 weeks before you go to Vegas, so
Yeah, I know.
not a lot you can do there. Not a lot.
How about Monster Hunter Earthbound? Uncle Scabs. that game that's released in Asia.
Monster Hunter Street Fighter. Or Monster Hunter Mega Man.
Indeed. Alright, cool.
Right, winners last week. Last week's stream was a busy stream, so we had 5 winners to announce. And what this means is that every single time, during every single stream, we will give out a hashtag, and basically it's hashtag F4F something, and then you guys will hashtag F4F something during the stream, and then the following week we will announce, we'll pick some winners, and each winner will walk away with 500 reward points.
All right, let's do it. Winner number 1. There are 2 winners that have the first name beginning with the letter A.
The last week's hashtag was F4F Snip Snip.
Oh God.
Alright, thanks for reminding, guys. Snip Snip. Don't ask us why we said Snip Snip. I don't know where it came from, but somehow we called it F4F Snip Snip.
That's painful. You know where it's from, yeah? You remember where it's from, yeah? Yeah, okay. I don't want to be reminded where it came from. Right, we have 2 winners beginning with the letter A. Let us know if that's one of you. Another winner who has the letter J. Let me know if that's you. Another winner has the letter E as the beginning name, and the last one has the letter L. A-J-E-L. Is that you? AJEL. AJEL. Hey Michael, we did a TT on Luigi.
Generic Luigi.
All J's are me, so go ahead and send me the points. I am an L, says Larissa. Yes, you are. Did we do a Suikoden? Did we not do one of those?
No, we haven't. I don't think so. No.
Did we ever have a TT where the Alex should have the snip snip? That would easily get to 1,000 plus votes. James is a J. Jonathan is a J. No license cost for snip snip. Yes, I am an A. All right, we're gonna kick it off. The winner number one is Anissa. We Ahib. Uahib. That's a new name.
Is it new
And
name?
Yissa Wahib, I would say, is winner number one. Winner number two, Alex Andra Sorgius, not Petunia, sorry about that. Alexandra Sorgius is winner number two. Winner number three is Jamie Hodge. Congratulations to Jamie Hodge. Winner with the letter E is Eric Lamb. Congratulations. And if she's still on the stream, congrats to Lilith Lavana. Hopefully you kept your eyes open to listen to that. Well done, Lilith. Oh, there you are, Lilith. Congratulations. You are a winner this week.
Congrats.
What a fool. Alex Pachulia. Congrats, guys. Sorry to all the other A's, E's, J's, and L's that were not you. Maybe next time. There are, of course, 132 people. So far, there are 3.
Hello, Mr. Brian Lowe from Toys TV.
Oh, Brian, how's it going? Lee Ho. Eric Perez. Yeah, so congratulations to those that won. Of course, there are 3 lucky winners to be chosen at random next week.
Right.
So it could very well be you maybe next time for the others.
Right. Next week's hashtag. What would you like that to be?
Next week's hashtag, well, this week's hashtag is hashtag F4F Bidna. B-I-D-N-A for a chance to win 500 all points chosen at random. Hashtag F4F Bidna, B-I-D-N-A for a chance to win 500 war points chosen at random by Chocks. Perfect by William. Hashtag F4F Bidna for a chance to win 500 war points. Boom.
Pinned.
Pinned.
Pinned. B-I-D-N-A. Not Midna, Alicia.
Yep. In case you don't know, everyone was really requesting True Form Midna many years ago, and all we used to do was just go, Blue Form Bidna, and that was for those OG guys who remember that. So it's
Yes.
Bidna. Let us know if you were around for Bidna days. Chocks will never choose MR. Mister, what's that?
What's that?
Did you see?
I will never choose Mr. Mr.
Don't
What?
know.
What do you mean?
Uncle Scabs. I mean, wait, hold on. MR, me. MR, Mr. ME.
Right.
Where it's, I think it's a mistype for me.
Oh, okay.
How do you do these Chocks? You just use a thingy bob that goes some random generator thing. It's not really a choosing thing, it's chosen at random.
Chosen at random.
No favourites, because if that was the case, then a few people I know. God, Chocks. Everyone's equal, you know.
Yeah, everyone's equal, yeah. There's no favourites.
No favourites.
You choose favourites, you complain. If I don't choose favourites, you complain.
It's been a long...
What? It's not, look.
Okay.
I'm just checking it. I will check it later.
Alright, cool. Oh, I'll check that out. Nice. Yeah.
Just
I'll
make
shat
sure-
myself.
Just make sure it's okay.
I'll shat myself. Alrighty. That's it.
That's it. Finally, the Q&A, and once we've done with the Q&A, it will be the Who Dat game.
Boom.
And after the Who Dat,
We go home.
yeah.
Oh, there's something 40 seconds we got to deal with.
40 seconds to go. Got 40 seconds to go home.
Alrighty, Chocks, I'm going to keep my eyes over here. If you see any comments, anything that you want me to stop, just let me know. Or
Have you refreshed your Q&A?
I shall
Guys.
do just that now. Guys, if you have any urgent questions, comments, concerns that you want me to actually answer, if we've not seen it in the comments, you can put them in the thread and we will...
Or should I just
I don't know.
freeze the thread, guys? Do you want me to freeze the thread, guys? I just like freeze it, no more questions.
Oh yeah, that's
That's quite cool, isn't it?
a good point. Turn off commenting, yeah?
Yeah, it's like 69 episodes and we just like figured
Figure
that
that
out. I was like, yeah, he's like, guys, no more questions. We're gonna get this launch done. We want
Yeah.
to see the launch. We want to see the teaser. Actually, just
Yeah, but the
freeze
problem is though, you can't freezing it. It's already we know we start overrunning, but there's still ones we have to answer, and even if you freeze it, then it's still...
Before we start the Q&A, I've been hey guys, make sure if you've got any questions, make sure you jump in this thread now, because when we start the Q&A, we'll click freeze. So we still give them time to put in their questions.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
This is like there's been times when I'll be like,
Yeah.
almost there, then it keeps coming up.
Yeah. Do you want to? Let's do that next week, right? So,
I mean, look, we haven't actually got much to do today, apart from obviously, obviously. you've got to do the
Christina
trailer.
says like delete your questions. She's so eager to play the who dat. So what do you do? Do you want me to freeze it, guys? Would you like me to freeze the Q&A
No, it's
thread?
cool. I mean, as I said, on days that we don't have anything, it's cool just to...
So just leave it then. We'll do it next time then.
I'll let you know in case of like, Chocks! Freeze that!
Because if next time is a launch.
Yeah, well, that's a different conversation.
Yeah. Right.
There's a lot to go through with Midna.
What now?
No, I mean, like, next week, so it'll be like, keep that thread open for like 2 minutes and then lock it, so it's not so long. But today's like a chill day, so it's fine. But like on days that we're launching, we might like...
Are you guys chilled?
Just chilling with the fam.
So look at that.
Chill it. Freeze it. Chill it. Freeze it. Hey, Michael Streck, you need to make sure you have the F4F Forbiddener. Alright, sweetie, I'm going to keep on going. Here we go. Adam L. Gamal, first off, noise. 1. Any updates on Kiryu? Do you plan on making a combo for the Grey Suit and Dragon tattoo variant? I would do, but no news to say for anything on that. Number 2, how's the Crash Team Racing poll results feel? How many more votes would you need to consider more? There is no hard rule anymore. There are so many things competing for our attention. What we were talking about today.
What?
Those 2 things that we were talking about today. Those are all putting our attention. It's a lot of things. But the Crash line is, it's been well serviced at the moment. So in terms of what would make me want to do Crash Team Racing, well, the answer is a lot more votes because I already feel like things are happening with that, if that makes sense. Dead Space poll made the cut, or how many more votes? What's it on now, Chocks? It's quite high, isn't it?
It is high. It is high. Ooh.
768.
768 for yes, 437 for no. A total of 1.2k votes.
I mean, to be honest with you, Chocks, these... it's really got to be proportional to how many people there are in the group, to be honest with you, and compared to other groups as well. Other TTs, other polls. Where does that rank overall? I'm sure it's pretty high, but in there you don't see, for example, as an example, this isn't poll. This doesn't poll something like Persona 5 as an example, which one of the characters hit the quadruple digits. Join the quadruple digit club. How many quadruple digits club is there? Pokemon. Oh, well, that's a good point. That's really interesting. Protagonist in Persona 5 only got 545 votes, but its own TT itself, you know what I mean, was at 1,000. I think that's what the people have been rallying behind. But if we look at that, actually has 1,000. If we go scroll up, Chocks, well, we've got All Might, Pokemon. You know, those are sort of there. The rest are sort of 9, 7s. Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. It's very impressive. Where
it's up there for sure.
It's up there for sure.
Up there, yeah.
But you know what we were talking about, you know, with the
pressure.
Under pressure. Near needing any more votes, or is it good? I mean, the answer to that is it's complicated. Just keep going. I mean, there's nothing that I can say about anything like that. Any updates on All Might? The answer is nope, nothing to report on that. That's complicated as well, and that needs conversations in Vegas. So the answer is you won't expect anything on that for any time soon, if anything at all. Michael Lai, can you say this in a really strong British accent and a request from Deborah Baker? The more Sir David Attenborough, the better. Turning up the Britishness. Fun fact of the week. Some snails are hermaphrodites, meaning they have both male and female reproductive organs. Snails swap sperms when they mate, therefore are literally doing what we call a 69. It is, of course, Friday Q&A with Chocks A, 69. Very appropriate. Michael, how did I do? Dean McDonald, are there any PVCs being made behind the scenes in the lines that you've already started announced? For example, more Zelda Okami guys. That would be... The answer is we're always working on things behind the scenes, whether or not they're in new lines or current lines or whatever kind of lines, but there will be more PVC coming in the future. MAD Darksiders answer nope, and I get more and more disillusioned with that, to be honest with you. I can't, you know, when it's something like that, I don't want to keep going back all the time. Every now and then maybe, but I'm going to be honest with you, Darksiders is 600, and that was impressive back in the day. You should do all your documentaries in that voice. Do you like that, Michael? You know, so it's really difficult to... You know, it's a reflection of others. Every time that there's a TT that goes up and it does well, we all focus on that and then see how the others are as well. It's not just a simply, it's not, you've got to, what's the word? Manage your expectations to think that if a TT hits a certain number, therefore, oh, that's it, we're going to be doing it. It doesn't work like that in a reality where we don't have enough resources to do all the things that we want to do, let alone whether or not we can even discuss it with the licensor, if they even allow us to do it in the first place. And yes, we know the guys over there, and I asked, and we didn't quite get any feedback or where we were, and I'm not going to keep pushing it, to be honest with you, at this stage. Maybe if that, you know, I don't want to say, like, you know, I don't want to be like saying, oh, because that TT is only on 682, that's a really great achievement. But likewise, I don't want to say I'm getting distracted by those that are going up higher and higher and higher. We're looking at those that are going higher. It's hard for us to do so many projects. You have to understand that. You just have a think about this. I mean, I don't want to I don't do this very often, and every now and then I will say, have a look at the pace that we're releasing pre-orders and look at how often we're releasing product. Right now we're releasing pre-orders a little bit faster than we're releasing product, and that can create its own problems. That's one issue. The second issue is, the second thing to compare is how many pre-orders are we releasing a year compared to others. Like I said, again, we do our own thing. But the point I'm trying to say is there is an absolute opportunity cost. We're releasing so many pre-orders. There's pressure at the front end to release pre-orders in order to service the fans of the licenses that we have. You start talking about doing something like Darksiders. You start talking about doing something like this, talking like that. What's going on with All Might? What's going on with this? What's going on with that? What's going on with Dead Space? I mean, that's in the first 3 or 4 questions. The answer to that is, yes, what's going on with that? But what about all the ones that we have licenses of now? What about all the fans of those licenses that we have now? And even if we were to do a product release when I'm talking about pre-orders, we're doing one every 2 to 3 weeks. Right? That's what we're aiming for, which is a lot for a company of our size. We're small potatoes. And it becomes an opportunity cost. So will I... And that's the problem that I have when you say, how's Darksiders doing? How's this doing? The answer is, well, there are so many other things there that are pulling our attention to them. Current licenses, future licenses, other licenses that are stronger. So the answer is, and I appreciate that the fans will be disappointed to hear that, Chocks. But the reality is, that's the reality. I can't just simply say, okay, because it hit 685, 682, as I said, that's not enough anymore. Just in terms of, there are so many other things. Do we therefore stop working on other things because of that? It becomes difficult. It's something that we look at every day. The balance of this is so incredibly complicated. There are so many times that companies will fall over because they overstretch, and it's one of the really main things when I look at something like, with absolute honesty, when I look at the response to Kingdom Hearts and the way that did, I was so excited about that, but then thinking what a gargantuan project that would be to have to do that, and all these other Disney properties as well. I'm just thinking, that plus that plus that plus that, I mean, that in itself would basically, you know, for example, if you said we wanted to do Kingdom Hearts, you can forget about Dead Space, forget about you know, any of that new stuff, forget about MHA, forget about any of that sort of stuff. There is absolutely no way we have the bandwidth to deal with it, and to deal with it and do it justice, and that's the point. That's the point. So that's the reality with all these TTs. You know, you've got to look at TTs almost like, you know what? How do I look at TTs? I look at them like, it's kind of like quite fun to look at. In terms of, yes, it's kind of interesting, but it's not what it used to be. For me, it used to be, what licenses should we go after? A lot more of that. But now it's more like, we're doing these every day. You just said we've got 100 TT was this week, okay? So like every week, we're on 100 now. What happens if all of them are really, really high, Chocks? Well, we can't have the bandwidth to deal with it. Let's be really honest about it. We don't have the bandwidth to deal with it. So if we're facing that reality, it now means that, oh, don't bother with TTs anymore because they don't, even if it does well, there's no guarantee. Well, the answer is, well, you could have that attitude, or you could look at it the way I'm looking at it now, where it's evolved, where it's more like, hey, how does this TT do compared to how well do you think it's going to do? Like, for example, I'm quite surprised that Captain Falcon didn't do much better, as an example. Some things might take us by surprise. Then we'll have a scenario where, hey, one particular TT has really risen above all the others, like raised its head above the parapet, and then, you know, we can't ignore it anymore. If we look about it, you know, it's a small license, and, you know, when I say a small license, if you look at, you can't ignore Kingdom Hearts. But Kingdom Hearts is a whole massive beast that has a huge impact on bandwidth. So I'm not really talking about that. I'm talking about like these things that you don't expect to do well, or not. Well, you don't really have any expectations, and then you see how well it does. Then you sort of go, oh, you know what? That's distinguished itself. It's raised its head above the crowds, all that sort of stuff. And when you consider TTs like that, hopefully you can be a bit more understanding when perhaps the TT that you really want to do and that you rally for doesn't get the traction that you want from us. It's not because we don't want to do it, it's because we don't have the bandwidth to do it, because other things are pulling our attention to other things. That's just the harsh reality.
It's sort of like, I mean, like TTs for me is always just about gauging the interest, and it has potentials for something down the road. It's never going to be a quick race. It's always going to be a a long marathon where, hey, this might be okay now. It might not have interest now, but when something comes along, you can revisit that. And that's why TTs never die, and that's why I look at it as a gauge and interest. We've always said from day one it's not a guarantee thing, so I won't kind of put that pressure on us with regards to the TTs. There's got to be expectations. I mean, it's fine and all rallying it. It's good fun. It keeps activity every single Thursday.
Yeah.
But reality, yeah, sure. I mean, like
it's evolved from it not
a
being...
lot of things evolve. I mean, like there's always expectations. Before, when you did everything in your own bedroom, it's like, okay, fine, I'll just post that. I'll just make one post on Facebook, and there's your launch. Now with each launch, there's a lot of stuff to do. A lot of very detailed stuff. It's like that Chinese whisper, right? You tell one thing to one person in the team, and you expect that person to understand 100%. If that person doesn't understand 100%, he passes that message down, and that percentage will gradually go down. The information that gets passed down, and then everything will fall apart. It's sort of like when team gets bigger, obviously the expectation grows with it, and the quality expectation goes higher. We need more CS, we need more production guys, we need more QC guys, and then your expectation goes because you guys are so accustomed to 2 to 3 week launches. You guys expect documentaries now. You guys expect hype videos. You expect Q&A sessions. Man,
it's been a huge difference from where we were 2 years ago. 3 years ago,
before
right?
It was like, okay, guys, remember, like, make sure this post has 250 likes, and then we'll show a review. Like we do
like 100 likes.
We do a post in the evening, then we go out for dinner, and it's like, it's only 150 votes, 150 likes.
Yeah.
Where's that other 100 likes? And that was it. Once we hit that, it's a launch and done. But it's like, hey, we might as well...
I remember that.
We might as well do a stream, and then we might as well do this and that, and then, hey, each launch is a lot of work than it used to be. And, I mean, it comes with it, everything. I mean, that's not on you guys. We're not complaining about that. It's part of what we do, but everything has increased like tenfold.
Matthew asks, what is the likelihood of you expanding the company so that you can do more? What is it worth the risk? When is it worth to take that risk? Well, the answer to that is we have done. This company was 5 years ago. How many people do you think is on the pay list every month now? Have a comment in the thing so you can understand what's happening and how this is all being done.
If I'm not going to say any figures or any stuff, but if you say, is it enough? I would say it's never enough. Because, like, I'm not trying to compare with other companies, but, you know, I know for sure that for what we do and how many staff they have,
we definitely have good output per staff. No doubt in my mind.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
No doubt in my mind. But
more bang for buck. Yeah.
More bang for buck. More output per head. Yeah, for sure. You know, I would say 100 plus.
What?
50 to 60.
100 plus. Is that still considered a medium company?
We're small and tiny potatoes. 160.
Man, if we got 100 staff, we might as well just go into game development. We'll just just do a game.
You know, and that's where we're at in terms of the whole thing about TTs, what they mean to us, and how they have evolved. I see a lot of comments are talking about having Michael and I with the 69. Never.
We're getting new staff every time we do a Q&A.
You know, the reality is we really want to, and hopefully you guys see it, we want to sort of show you a bit behind the curtains of what goes on. Quite a lot actually behind the curtains. Behind the curtains to see what's going on. You know, with the sort of aim to have basic transparency and understanding, and you have this way that you can ask any questions that are about that, and us to give you some of those thought processes. Hopefully you enjoy that aspect of it, but also sometimes the words that we say you might not like if you've been rallying for something, and what you're hearing from us is, well, you know, thanks very much, but right now it doesn't quite, you know, that can be hard to hear, right? Of course, that's just wants to give you understanding and the reason why it can be hard to hear about saying, you know, okay, 650 of Darksiders. This has all come from MAD's question about.
It was on the stream. Just
right.
Yeah, just left the message.
Right, MAD's start. There, and that really sort of highlights the evolution of the TT. And I see some people talk about the once a month thing. I can sort of expect that as well, but you also have to understand that would be back to the thinking that every single time we do a TT, it's really looking for licenses, whereas actually what this is for us is just an exercise of collating data over time. Because when it comes to you know what, let's look at what's the next set of licenses that we want to do, then we go back to the TTs and we look at what has actually risen to the top. So I definitely don't agree that we should do it once a month. I think the expectation is that you shouldn't think that if anything does really high that it gets anywhere. It's just when it comes to the time when we're ready to do something about it, i.e. the next phase of licenses, we have something to relate to and look forward to, at least to look at. And also it's really interesting just internally just to see, how is it doing? It's also interesting to the community to see how is it doing. It's also just something that's, hey, I thought this would do well. Oh, it didn't do well. Or, oh, really surprised how that did. All that sort of stuff. So hopefully you can, there you go. Just rallying for the fun, as Nana says, there's no guarantees in life. A lot of stars have to align for things to happen. Just wanted to give you a bit of heads up on why that is and where we are. So hopefully you can understand that and what's going on with that. So in terms of, in terms of expansion to the lore, just to let you know, we're over 25 staff. A lot of that is in China. The expansion of that, we have about 10 plus in the office here in Hong Kong, and a lot more in China. But that's actually quite recent hires, to be honest with you, Chocks. So a lot of them going through training.
Yeah.
Extra QC staff, another engineer, a couple painters. They've only sort of just started. There's a lot of hiring that happens right after Chinese New Year. So we have quite a lot of new blood, which needs time to go through. You'll see it with different QC names on there. You'll see it yourself. So that's really what it's about. And in terms of what you're seeing now is already a massive expansion of what we used to do. We used to launch once every 3 weeks. If that. Back in the day, 3 years ago, it was once every 2 months, if that. And to be able to ramp up the speed that we're doing it, Chocks and I were sitting here every 2 to 3 weeks launching a new product. That's a huge expansion compared to what it was before. How can we do more to do things to do with like Kingdom Hearts and all that sort of stuff at the same time by having more people to deal with that? Can we make a Chocks 2.0 and an Alex 2.0?
Well, in a perfect world, we'll take everything on. I mean, like if we say we can do that tomorrow, we do it tomorrow. But there's only so much.
Over 45 licenses. Just think about that for a second. There is a commitment to the licensors. There's a commitment to the fan base of those licenses. Something really needs to go above the parapet to really sort of be like, to sort of really make us go, you know what? Do we have the bandwidth? Do we hire more people to handle that bandwidth to do this license? All that sort of stuff. So please modify your thinking about Temptation Thursdays, and then we can just have fun about it. Hopefully you can understand where we're coming from with that. All right, I'm going to keep on going. Sweet potatoes are the best. Much appreciated, Alex. Yeah, we try our best. We know we try to improve where we can. We keep a close eye on that. Thomas Lane. One reason I think Pokemon did so well as a TT is that it was broad and all-encompassing. It was just a rally for generic Pokemon. Is it possible for future TTs to rally behind a brand rather than one specific character? With SMT poll, for example, no one cared about Flynn basically. And the answer to that is, speak to Chocks about that. Your thoughts on that? You make the choice. Do you have any reasoning behind how you choose the characters, or whether you want to go generic with the name, or how do you want to approach that?
Well, there's always going to be a different sides of the story. Doesn't matter what I choose. But like I said, if the franchise was popular enough, people would choose it no matter what, right? Because like I said earlier on, at the start of the stream, it's sort of like, hey, if I say generic, people say, well, can't you be more specific? Because generic is too
Too random,
varied,
yeah.
too varied. If I said a specific character, everyone's gonna go, well, why not make it generic? Or why not go back and do the first game, or the second game, or the fifth game, or the 10th game? Hey, we can always, like we've always said, we can always revisit. It's like Attack on Titan. We can always revisit that and do another one. Just say humans, right? I know you can say, okay, let's start off basics. Let's do a line. Let's say, you know, like Persona, for example. And then Persona will just cover everything. And then from that, break off into all the other ones. But it's all like, hey, you know, and then we start going into...
Then and then, you know, imagine we were doing that and then it was once a month TTs. You know, how long would that be before we got through that?
Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? I do read... It's not just I create the post. I do read the comments. I do check on the Sundays to see which characters you guys like. And I also got to consider what's out there, right? What would actually benefit that TT? Or check out the stuff that was released in the past, the stuff that's coming out in the future. You know, you guys think I'm, you know, I only just concentrate on the club, but no, I do check out what's going on out there, and you know, I'm doing what is best for that TT. And hey, I might be wrong. You guys have your opinions, and I respect that. And as long as you guys respect the other fans that like it, don't dish the other guys and say, oh, no's, people that vote no's, they need to die, or whatever it is, or you know, it's something negative. Don't dish that, because when it comes to your TT and they vote yeah or no, you know, it's gonna work and it's gonna backfire in that kind of sense. So I guess just be happy for those guys that are voting yes. Let them enjoy their poll, and let them share their fun out. So that's all I got to say, really. Yeah.
All right, understood. Yeah. Understood. All right, cool. In terms of Brenton made a good point about whether or not we should modify the writing of the words just to sort of gauge, just to we sort of already say in there that this is no guarantee and all that sort of stuff. I think, but maybe we could write it even more sort of tempering expectations, sort of managing expectations. Possibly we could look at that. Robert Elliott, if a CS ticket displays as closed on the website without having been answered, does that mean it's unlikely that the question of being answered from the CS position? The answer for that is you probably hit close yourself. That's more likely. The CS will not just close you without answering your question. So to be clear, it's very likely what you did was you hit close yourself, because there's a button that says close. And you thought you were closing the window, but actually you closed the ticket. That's what would have happened. In case of that, I should say, in case you don't listen to this, pretty sure you hit close yourself on the ticket. Thinking it would close the window. Close.
Yeah, I mean, it's not very user-friendly, we know that, but we need to get something off the ground, get that CRM running. We've definitely seen some feedback, and I've been getting a lot of PMs with regards to the CRM. I've already passed some of those information to IT to look into as well, so it's something that on their list to do. So with regards to, I don't know, like images and videos and, you know, UI stuff.
Closed case would be a good point, yeah.
Or even a double confirmation for those closed case, the buttons, the kind of.
Look, Tristan, I appreciate that. As long as F4F remains true to itself, the fans can deal. Don't overstretch yourselves and be amazing. Be the amazing potatoes you guys are. PS, gotta love them mashed sweet potatoes. I appreciate that. Have you guys seen sweet potatoes that
smash?
Sweet potatoes that are what is it? Sweet potatoes that are...
That makes you fart.
No, I wasn't going to say that, but fair enough. No, I was going to say sweet potatoes that are purple and orange. The differences between those. Have you seen those before, Chocks?
The purple ones?
There's purple sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
You know that? Yeah?
Yeah.
And orange sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that? And if so, what's your favourite kind? Chocks?
Well, the orange, well, they're both in different ways. I usually, the purple ones, I usually just steam that and eat that.
Oh yeah?
And the orange ones will be for like desserts. The Chinese desserts.
Really?
Yeah. Are we thinking of the same potatoes?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Except for me, Yeah, my
Chinese
first
desserts.
my first experience with sweet potatoes, orange kind, the ones that are sitting there on a hot and on a freezing day in Beijing when it's super cold in at winter time, like super cold in Beijing. It's like minus 10 degrees or something like that. Yeah.
Right.
Canadians are like, whatever, that's like summer.
Yeah.
And then they sit there with like these, those sort of sweet potatoes in those sort of oven wells, and then they sort of take them out. That was my sort of first experience of that, and I was like loving it for like that, as opposed to having it as dessert. Orange one's better. They're more than just two sweet potatoes. Fair enough. Yeah, purple sweet potatoes a little bit drier, I find. It depends on how you steam it, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
No, Alex Pachulia, they're absolutely not all orange. That's the point. Purple ones. Oh, this potatoes. We're just small orange sweet potatoes. All right. Robert Elliott, where the Who Dat winners from 2 weeks ago, the one with Violet Parr. Yep, one of the two winners played, they lost. We have another one, Christina, who is going to be under the spotlight with regards to her Who Dat. MAD, got any information on the batteries used for Artorias SDX? I believe they're the button batteries, aren't they, Chocks?
Which one? What's the question?
The Artorias SDX
Artorias SD
is button batteries. Three of them, isn't it?
Yes.
Three button batteries.
Yes. Buttons.
Why isn't it a rechargeable battery like in the resins? You just heard it right there. There is a difference in cost involved. Also a difference in the size. You can't fit... Like, we literally could only get button batteries and keep the base that thin with the IC chips in there. You really... And the added metal weight, you couldn't fit anything else in there. Giovanni Colmorio, any updates on the mighty Kamina? I need to check the Connect on that. I think we've given it to her. She has some comments back. Check on that. What is looking like the next pre-order? Midna. 3. Is Skull Knight planned for pre-order this year? I can only hope so. We're still waiting for approval to go to the 3D stage, to go to the physical stage with that. Number 4, so still a while away. Should we expect a Dark Souls female character in the near or distant future? No comments on any plans on Dark Souls. Number 5. With the Dark Souls SDs, it's been a pattern of having the same poses as their resin counterpart. Why does Orni have a much more practical and arguably more desirable pose as an SD compared to his resin? Opinions are opinions. I think that the pose for Ornstein, looks great for the resin. The way when you first see him, the
PVC?
Soler really had to be... Soler and Ornstein have really specific poses because that's what they're known for. I would say, to be honest with you, Ornstein, I think there was more choice in that matter, to be honest. More choice. So, yeah. There's no reason behind it. Just yeah. Edgar Ramirez, would Earthbound figures be a possibility? You tell me, TT. Where are the fans? Oh, it got 700. Okay. Well, that, to be honest with you, is actually just a more of an internal thing, just to see whether or not it's even worth mentioning it to Nintendo, but at all during our meeting. Hildebrand Jr. Alex, any news on Snake's development? Yeah, he's in production. Is he still on track for a Q3 release? Yeah, I think so. Well, what are we on? Q2 now, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it's August, September, October, yeah, for sure. Also, hopefully you branch into other games for the franchise past MGS. Any chance for MGS3 and doing Big Boss first? Hey, let's... If it ever comes to that, or when if and whenever, I'll be asking you guys. Jake, Mayor, number 1. This one's for Chocks. Go.
For Xenoblade TT, can we get Xenoblade main characters instead of just the Xenoblade Chronicles or Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Having it cover both games will have a lot of people, less people, frustrated and more of a united voice. Maybe yes, maybe no. But
we just talking about just now.
What we're talking about just now. Yeah. So again,
Okay, back to Alex. Do you guys have any resin lines planned in the scale of 1/6? I like 1/4, but sometimes slightly smaller statues are ideal for displaying, which can be a little more intricate and detailed place, which would be cool. The answer is yes. Where the emphasis is on more like creativity with the bases and that sort of stuff, the answer is yes. Sarahir Juarez, hello. Any updates on with the Persona 5 license? Is this conversation still ongoing or not? In addition, how's Phoenix Wright coming along? No news on Persona 5. How's Phoenix Wright coming along? Okay, actually. There is activity happening on that. I know it's kind of like a running joke, but actually there is activity happening on that. James Tesk, when can we expect a production video for Sonic 25th? What? And you're talking about the one that I narrate. That's been made, and I did that when I showed you guys that video. Jeffrey's been so busy every week doing something for the launches. Last week was Shiranui. The week before that was Guts. This week is True for Midna. He's not really had a chance. I need to put so once, if he has some time next week, maybe he can edit it. There's a couple of ones. There's 25th anniversary. There's Jin. What other ones haven't I put out yet? Something like that. Can't remember if there's something else. Number 2, what's the second 25k statue in the pre-order? It feels it should have been revealed by now since we're almost double 25k. That was never going to be Bayonetta. That was actually going to be Psycho Mantis, or is Psycho Mantis. The answer is to that. Yeah, so, you know, that was something that it was planned for when... So, yeah, that's confirmation. That 25k extra one, I should have just sort of said that. I'll just update that. It is Psycho Mantis, which is coming along very nicely. Very nicely indeed. This is a pre-order calendar. Everyone is getting confused.
Why?
Because it was like... put there a long time ago, and people think it's something else. This one here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because everyone's thinking, oh, it's Bayonetta. It's Bayonetta. It's not Bayonetta. Bayonetta was never planned there because it was so. Quickly put a picture of that. Boom, put that in there.
It's not going to replace it, is it?
Yeah, well.
Well, then we wouldn't have known it was revealed at 25.
Yes, we would have, because it was the 25k reveal, which was Snake and Psycho Mantis, and I always put them.
Put brackets on like 25k reveal. Because you said you just replaced it.
But people were like, "What is that on the thing?" If I've removed it from there, we can't see it. As in, there's no more like 25k reveal. Oh, let's move Midna. Oh, no way. Oh, Shiranui's done. So that can come over there. Done. And then, look at that. From announced but not scheduled, straight to the top. I like it. I like it. Like it.
No. That?
No. No. As in, like, where it is right now, right? This one. This Con Bennett taking a mick.
Easy
peasy,
easy now.
lemon squeezy. Where am I? Raina Doyle, have you had a chance to talk with the team about Disney? I want nothing more than this. I'll buy whatever I have to do. The answer is I have talked to the team. Chocks. And we just basically said it would be a game changer, but we're not convinced that right now we have the resources to do it. As of yet, do we have the resources to hire more resources? That's another conversation that we still haven't really fully fleshed out. I really want to see how things pan out over licensing show, to be honest with you, because there are some certain things that we're going to be talking to guys about that may or may not pan out. And things that we bookmarked and penciled in for things that we could possibly be doing may not turn to fruition. And as a result, we would then have more space lined up accordingly. It's a kind of like a evolving question. It's a topic that we keep on sort of coming back to. Randy Giraz, why is Silver's box so big? You're right, it's too big. I think that was overkill, and I just said to the team, double box that sheet. And they went, oh, and they made a box way too big. I was like, have you guys done all the boxes like that already? I'm like, uh-huh. I go, you do realize we're about to fucking take a hit in the shipping cost right in the ass? And they...
I think when you said double box that, they might have went double size of the original box.
For fuck's sake, because we got mashed with the shipping fee because that was way oversized, and we knew we couldn't. The furore we would happen if we went, guys.
The plus side of that was,
here's more. We got to charge you more money for the box.
The plus side of that, it did, protect a lot of.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
But it's just finding the right balance.
Holy moly! Did they just? I should be more specific. Double box that sheet, but don't take the piss with the box size. It was way oversized. I was like, Silver's like this big. That box is like boom, boom. I was like, Jesus, it's like a friggin' mini fridge. Massive. Brenton Friedley. With so many pre-orders that are hopefully coming this year and time running out, we start having some pre-orders only a week apart. Jesus! I wish we could, but right now we don't have the resources to do that. Things take 2 weeks because the only way we could do that is if we don't bother... Okay, maybe we could do the documentary, but we don't bother with the hype videos. We don't bother with the... could we even do the documentaries? I think we could probably do the documentaries. Possibly, but no hype videos. No sort of preparation beforehand. And it's almost like you need to give a bit of time. I'm not convinced you guys could handle it, to be honest with you. I don't think we can handle it, but I also don't think you guys can handle it. I think 2 weeks is already quite hard.
Oh.
Will Majora's Mask exclusive for the US still make the estimated release of end of May? I believe batch 1, did he update that? Let me check. Batch 1 of the shipping, batch 1 should have already left. But there's another batch that's going to be finishing at the end of May to leave China at the end of May. So if you look at the schedule, there's been some
regular Majora's Mask that waitlists have been converted.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, here we go. So this is the one that Sunny's been doing. There you go. So Majora's Mask, I asked Sunny to update this. So Majora's Mask batch 1 late May. The answer is, are you in batch 1 or are you in batch 2? Well, when did you pre-order? That's going to have an effect on that. More and more are we going to be doing them in batches, especially because it just fits a 40-foot container. There's no point in waiting for one 40-foot container. If it takes another month to make the other 40-foot container, why not just send the first batch? And that sort of highlights when you should place your order to help you get it done earlier. Alright. As in, if you pre-order earlier, you might get it earlier. That should basically be the case. Femka. How many pre-orders for Shiranui this far, and any news on Spyro? The answer is Shiranui's done very, very well so far. We won't give numbers until the end of the month. Spyro it's in production at the moment, so nothing to really say. It's still at the factory that's still backlogged with Majora's Mask, so we have to really get through that before we can do it. Alessio Bucci, crash numbers. Good point. Can you put that as a question for... We looked at...
Which one?
Crash numbers. We looked at Guts numbers, but we forgot to do crash numbers, so let's do that. Now it's had its last chance weekend. Various Suit production is in production. Right now, my QC team is more focused in the Majora's Mask factory. I've now told them to start sending some guys, or at least one guy, to the other factory so we can get some more videos coming in from that for Various Suit, but that's in deep in production. When should we start seeing SD production line videos? Oh, that reminds me, I did another video production line for Artorias SD, which has now already been, which is at the packing stage now, for the regulars. The exclusives will start packing in about 3 weeks' time. I already gave some videos of that already. So, the answer is it's already finished production for the regulars, for your reference. Would there be any, Dave Tedesco, would there be any other MGS releases in 2018 besides Mantis? Probably not. Not if we're in May and we're still here. Mark Johnston, will we really not get a 50k reveal? I've spoken about that this morning. earlier in the stream. I'm really concerned that it's possible that Midna can bring in a lot of people, and that. So I don't really want to sort of it's very likely that we may need to delay something. No reveal, but at least a celebration of it, Chocks, as we said. Yeah.
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 Yeah. We'll figure something out.
Mm-hmm. Robert Elliott, what does it say when I type? What does it say when I type the word "and" in Facebook, and my next word starts with C? The first autocomplete suggestion thinks the next first word is Chocks.
What?
Basically, when he writes, so when he writes the word "and,"
Right.
and then when he writes the next letter is C, the word Chocks appears because like,
Really?
yeah.
That's interesting.
Obviously, you've been like on his suggestion comes up quite quickly. Rani Gerards, can we expect the PO for Kamina to be in 2018? It's really hard to say because the licensor goes at their pace. So the answer is I don't know. Bradley Chadderby King, hola from sunny Spain. How's it going? Hope you're having a good time there. Troy Blair, why is it taking so long for Majora's Mask to hit the USA? Is it? Alex Hughes, chances for Spyro reaching UK customers before August? Yeah. Before August or in August? I'll go for more like in August. Let's see. Spyro starts ramping up towards the end of this month, so we'll see. Hi guys, how far are you through checking everyone who pre-ordered Majora's Mask and Silver so waitlist pre-orders get notified whether or not they got one or not? Silver is much faster because that's pretty much done. Majora's Mask won't happen for a while depending on what region you're in, and there's people who've already got guaranteed pre-orders still haven't got their pre-order in, their item in, so it's going to be a while before that. What is your opinion on doing something outside of video games such as movies and TVs? It's got to be really, really something that's super special. Never say never, but it's got to be something really compelling. Number 3, what criteria do game companies, Nintendo, etc., use to judge on whether your product can be realized or not? When your product can be realized or not? What do you mean by that? Do you mean like to give us a license or not? Is that what you mean? The licensors don't tell us what their decisions. A lot of the reasons why licensors don't say no.
I think I know what you meant.
Is that what you're talking about?
What criteria do game companies? What from their angle?
Why would they accept us or not?
No, not accept us. They say like that product. Let's say we got a proposal of this item. What's their criteria?
So not the licensing.
Not the licensing part of things. The actual product.
Okay,
when it can become true to life, and that's why some of the stuff gets voted.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's a great question. Sometimes it's to do with if there's a current launch of a current franchise, or whether or not it's with their overall. Because some licensing companies, will have a business strategy around certain titles and want to keep the conversation about certain titles, and sometimes it's all about timing. A good example of that will be something like Activision. We tried for Spyro and Crash for many years, and then
it's like you go to an interview, you got rejected, and you wonder why you got rejected, and the interviewer doesn't really have to say anything.
Sure. Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some will say, oh, maybe you haven't got enough experience. Some say, sorry, we've already hired someone better. Or some, hey, we're going to freeze the head count. We're not hiring anyone at the moment. It's
I'm going to be honest with you. I had that conversation with myself when I hired myself. Alex, you don't have the experience. You're absolutely right. Here you go, WWE. Yep, I told you don't have the experience. Yeah, you're all right, Alex.
So it's.
But that's more about the licensing. But in terms of the actual product, that also gets applied to the product as well. Hey, we want to do this product, and then it'll be like, no, you can't do that one because it's not what the.
Or maybe it's conflicting with their own internal projects or anything like that. So
there's a plethora of different reasons why it could be. 4. Would you consider doing Legend of Zelda figures from earlier games such as Link of the Past, Minish Cap, Four Swords? The answer is absolutely. I know Chocks will be loving Link to the Past. It's his favourite one.
Yeah.
And you know, the answer.
Four Swords was good.
Well, Four Swords and Minish Cap. I would sort of. Would it be wrong to pair them with sort of Toon Link and King of Red Lions? Would that be blasphemous to do that, or do you think that's kind of been served by King of Red Lions? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Does Minish Cap, Four Swords Adventures, Spirit Tracks, do they need their own figures, or wouldn't you say that they're already kind of sort of covered by King of Red Lions? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
Wind Waker.
Yeah. Troy Blair, is it true that is true for Midna the next pre-order? Maybe. Yep.
Try.
Tristan, I know you love it, mate. Don't pretend. Johannes Norbeck, I've asked this question in the club a number of times, so I'll ask you instead. That's how you want to do it. I'll definitely answer it. Can you please measure the base of Ornstein so that I know how big the actual footprint of the figure is? I'm looking for a Lazy Susan that fits the base. We gave that information. See if I can find that. There was a picture of that, wasn't there?
I think we gave that information.
We did. It was like a top-down view.
Yeah. Just the base measurements.
Where was it? It was like a picture from the top. Ah, here you go. If you're looking about, if you want to know the actual base size itself, did you do that? Did we just measure the base size of the base?
How many viewers we got now? 142. We haven't passed 151 yet, have we?
Haven't. Where the hell has that question gone? Here you go. Cedric Bardot, bonjour. Do you plan to make Orochi after Ami PVC and Chibi? The answer is no plans right now, but we already have quite a lot of things coming up that we're looking into. So if that's something that you want to see, that's time to RTF. Don't forget, we're still in the Ami pre-order phase, so anything you're talking about, sorry, Shiranui pre-order phase, so anything Okami is up for grabs. You can talk about that sort of stuff. I can run a poll for that. Orochi. Number 2, will you make the peg under Ishaku's foot stronger because Ison's peg is quite fragile? I agree, and we're certainly looking into that. We had a conversation that with Charles yesterday. Number 3, I noticed Ami PVC is not on the calendar. Will the PO open this year? If everything goes smoothly, the answer is yes, but there are many factors involved with that. 4, any news on the F4F t-shirts? There isn't. Thank you for reminding me. Number 5, is Persona the next big reveal? You can tell me, I won't tell anyone. Nothing to reveal. Number 6, how many guts were sold? The answer is 600 for the exclusive. Will you launch Genos this year? My Satama looks lonely. The answer is it's probably unlikely. Still at the 3D stage, meaning that, you know, we have so many things that are at 3D stage that are going to go into physical that we have to look at the lineup. Christina Marie, good morning, good evening. Will Shiranui pre-order last until the 29th? With Shiranui pre-order last until the 29th, will we not have another pre-order until then? The answer is, can I get a teehee if Midna is close to being finished? The answer is teehee, and the answer is she will be next week. Shiranui being open for a month has no impact on the next in the launch, the next pre-order item. Benoit Brunet, is there any news on Truthful Midna? How big the statue will be? The answer is you shall see next week. Edgar Ramirez, were Shovel Knight pre-orders good? Did they surprise you? The answer were the fact that we did variant and colors really helped the fact. If they were on its own, it would have been a problem. There is likely that we will be making a variant of Shovel Knight, a green one, later on. In order to help boost that line, it needs a little bit of boosting. If we're going to make the Spectre Knight or the Plague Knight as an example, it would definitely need to have variants. There's not enough support on it just to go with single colors. There are Shovel Knight fans that have been buying combo packs, and it's made a huge difference. Huge difference. Is it enough for us to do the next ones? Well, maybe we need to do the variant for the green version, and then take that as an overall project for the Shovel Knight of the green one. If we then sort of see that, it gives us more confidence to do the others, to be honest with you. Jennifer Legros, Joey, en français.
Français?
I would say, just in case, it's just, let's practice. Je suis désolé de vous embêter, mais la traduction Google est pas top de deux coupe. Je n'ai pas compris le post. Basically doesn't know what the hell's going on in this post. Will Nito be holding a Lord's Soul? Nope, there it is. What are you saying, Uncle Scabs? The answer is Nito news will remain quiet until we get closer to the time.
He was expecting an answer to that question of his. He posted that question 22 hours ago, and he answered himself 42 minutes ago. There's
Yeah.
no, there it is, no answer. That's what he meant.
Nope, there is it. There
it is.
Nope, there is. I'm confused, Uncle Scabs. Are you answering that the answer is yes, or is it answering is no? I'm confused.
Nope. There it is, or nope, there it is.
Yeah. Merci beaucoup, Catherine Doucet.
Ooh, on the stream.
Oh, here we go. Shoutouts, John Morales, what is going on, mate? Cedric Bardo, how's it going? We've got Michael Light in the house. We've got Jennifer Legros, how's it going? Catherine Doucet, how's it going? Uncle Scabs, word. Rafael Conelfal, how's it going? Jessica Castic, what's going on, girl? Jake Mayer, how's it going? And last but not least, Cassie B, in there before our hubby. James B, what's going on, mate? Give you a shout out as well, because there is the power couple. David, it's the first Q&A of May, so I'm obligated to ask, have you given any thoughts about the pose design of Eden Ein yet? The answer is nope. 2, are you satisfied with the sales of Classic Clash Bandicoot? Are they higher or lower than you expected? I haven't looked at the post-mortem, but they're not Spyro levels. They're not low. I think they're about average, I would say. Number 3. 3 weeks ago you said that, so I think around about expectations. Number 3. 3 weeks ago you said you wanted to have 550 votes for your Blaze the Cat poll. I never said that. Never did I say that. You said that in your post. Let me look that up. I'm pretty sure I never anywhere said Blaze the Cat should be 500. Let me see.
Random information.
I just said, Sonic fans, is Blaze the Cat someone you want to see get the FF treatment? That's all I asked. I don't remember saying 550. David, if you're live streaming this, I'm going through my comments on this poll. I don't believe... I'm going to have to go back and have a look on that.
Hang in there, guys.
Quite a lot of comments in here.
For what, Blaze? Blaze from Streets of Rage.
You sit back and relax,
Yeah.
thinking about it, thinking about good times.
Good times. Streets of Rage 2.
Right, let me see. Find Alex. Oops, got my name correctly. So let's have a look. Alex.
Oh, I need another drink.
Alright. I don't see where I said 550. There was assumptions I'm pretty sure I didn't say 550. Yeah, I never said 550, and the answer to that is yeah, I never said 550. But you know, I appreciate you asking that question. I see you're rallying for Blaze, which is really good.
Hang in there, Lilith. You need one?
No, I'm good, thanks.
I thought you were tired earlier on.
I was, and am. Number 4. I really like the rapid pre-order schedule of a new pre-order almost every 2 weeks. Are we likely to see this pace continue? We wanted to get these launches up because there's going to be a bit of a lull when I go to Vegas. So as a result, we sort of planned this quite well. Some things got thrown into the wrench. It is what it is. But the answer is there will be spurts of 3 weeks and 2 weeks and 3 weeks and 2 weeks, but we will try to get it consistently every 2 weeks. Eventually. Certainly the plan.
Yay!
3 weeks ago, I didn't read what he said. 3 weeks ago, you said you wanted the 550 for your Blaze the Cat poll, but last week you upped it to 750. That seems a bit harsh for a 2 week jump. Can we split the difference at 650 votes? First of all, I never said anything other than, would you like to see Blaze? All of these things has now got to be, can it rise to the top? Anything rise to the top? It's no longer a question of how many votes for that. It's also opportunity cost, where do we do this product or we do that other product? It's come to that point where we're really, really stretched.
Seems like everyone else is having their own little conversation here. Like someone's gonna have a hot tub over the weekend. Someone's going to the zoo. They're going to the Chester Zoo. Guys, why don't you guys go meet up and go to the Midlands safari park? Somebody drive a taxi. Someone drive a van or something, and then it's like a drive-through park. It's quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whipsney.
No, it's not called. It's just like Midlands Safari Park. Yeah.
Number 5. We've seen a lot of continuing adventures of mini Chocks. When we see a mini Alex, where can I get? I want a mini Alex.
Go make one.
All right. Randy Gerards, do you already know what the last PO of 2018 will be? No. We don't even know what's happening in a month's time. Honestly, Randy, we have plans and they all go out the window. Michael Bohanek, on one of the live streams recaps of the F4F website blog, it says that they already have designs for exclusive version of Amy Rose. Does that mean you already have a design chosen for the regular version, or are you still deciding? Yep. Already, you guys helped decide the regular pose. The exclusive version is cool. And originally I was going to be like, yeah, you guys helped decide it, but the answer is actually, you know what? Thinking how we can do it, I've got a good idea on that.
Let Chris do his job.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeremy Beerson, any chance for Pikmin will be part of the conversation with Nintendo in Vegas? The answer is, unless they mention it, the answer is no. Ronald Jacobs, how is Mario and Yoshi in development? Can we order it in Q3? No chance in Q3. What colours would Yoshi be? It was going to be a couple of colours. Adam Tiley, Banjo sneak peek will be happening in a couple of months' time, isn't it? When is it? The end of June, beginning of July is the 20th anniversary. Watch party tonight, Chocks.
What
a watch party tonight.
What
That's all
party?
on
What do
you,
you mean?
mate. Saying as you started the watch party last week.
Oh, that one. No man.
Was that on Tuesday or was that on Friday? I think it was a Tuesday. It was Friday.
Tuesday after the launch, wasn't it? Was it Tuesday after the launch? Or was it Friday?
It was Friday.
Was it Friday?
Yeah. It all kind of goes into one, mate.
We need more video content. Or maybe we just watch a back-to-back anime or something.
Yeah. Tristan Tisdale. Is it possible to cancel the payment plan and pay out a pre-order on the final payment day? The answer is yes. Travis Murphy. It's been a long while since I've been able to keep up with F4F news on a regular basis. Welcome back. What is the ETA for Majora's Mask 2 to arrive in the US? Very excited for it to get here. The answer is batch 1 is on its way. It should be arriving at the end of May. And batch 2 should be the end of June.
It was Friday.
Yeah,
it was Friday.
Alessio Bucci, should we expect SD Ornstein 3 to 4 months after SD Soler? The answer is, you know, SD Soler and Ornstein were put together and developed together. So the answer is we really can control that. And with SD Soler coming up, it's more to do with the timing of, it's artificially brought forward because of the timing of the game, of the remastered. If there was no remastered, we would have delayed Soler a little bit longer, as an example. So the answer is, will it therefore be 3 to 4 months after for Ornstein? The answer is, for PSD, the answer is most likely not. Possibly, we'll certainly get working on it and we'll see where the lines fall. Sergio Bardo, didn't you mention a stone statue version of Ami? I don't recall. Matt Watkins, I noticed coming PVC is not on the pre-order calendar this year, even though it's under the announced but not scheduled section. Does that mean it's coming this year? Or is it still a maybe? It's definitely going to come out, 100%, because of the resin is gonna, the sister resin will come as well. Therefore, the PVC, we will commit to that 100%, and we will. When is that going to come? The answer is hopefully the end of this year. Johnny DeHay says, hello, how about for that 50k we get Jin and full commitment confirmed? The answer is, I'd really love to. I'd really love to. Just, let's have another conversation. Let's see how Mugen is in the marketplace. How many people cancel, how many people go on wait lists, all that sort of stuff, all that data. We'll have to have that later on. Chelsea LeFave, when can we expect Jet and Spike to be up for pre-order? My wallet is waiting for them. The answer is Spike very likely to be maybe this quarter if we can get things done in time. And Jet will happen a couple of 3 to 4 months afterwards. Nana say any chance of Animal Crossing TD before Vegas? Oh, the answer is no, because we're going to do Earthbound, but isn't there an Animal Crossing coming out on the Wii U? On the Switch, I should say.
It's a matter of time. They normally come out on every single platform.
On the Switch, let me see. I thought they announced it, didn't they?
Rumor, wasn't it?
No, I think they announced it at in Nintendo Direct, didn't they?
Did they? Yes, later this year, Johnny says.
Yeah, I agree. Let's change Earthbound to Animal Crossing. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, Chocks. I agree, Nana say, that's more relevant. Animal Crossing. Who do you want? Tom Nook?
Is not announced, but is surely coming. Nothing official.
Oh, really?
Come on, guys, get your facts right.
Is there a mobile game is coming? There's a mobile game coming. That's something like that.
Is it announced or not announced? It's like you guys are not sure. Those Animal Crossing amiibos, man.
Villagers, screw Tom Nook.
They,
Yeah. Well, it's still, in case they raise that point at the,
Yeah, right.
I need to know whether or not to.
Oh, I'm awake now, just looking at that.
But then if I'm. So yes, Animal Crossing the following week after Xenoblade.
See you later, Jake.
There it is, yo.
There it is, Jake.
So thanks, Nanase, for that suggestion. I totally agree with you. Animal Crossing jumps the queue. Makes sense. Rafael Darwin Juarez. What kind of price range will Bayonetta be? On-Steam price range or guts? High. Expensive. We're talking, you know, well, on-Steam price range or guts is quite similar. You know, they're quite, but yeah, you should be thinking more like the 6, 7s rather than the 3, 4s, 5s, because it's hard to say that right now, but it is really, really, really tough.
Hey Norma, you finally made it. Finished work and came back for the stream.
Oh, nice one, Norma. I've been waiting for you. Now we can finally do the reveal. Just a few more questions to get through, then we can go straight on it. Oh, and a couple of who that's. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, almost done. So this is done.
Are we done?
Yeah, almost done. So that's cool. Nick Teeves. One question: any updates on Morgan? Do you know when he'll be shipping? The answer is he's probably gonna go to the factory next week to see if we can start packing him. Michael Pilot. Good evening, gentlemen. I hope you had some. You had some slack last week. I haven't been here, but here I am. Get ready. First of all, Michael, shout out. He did a live stream playing. Was it Breath of Fire? No.
Golden Sun.
Golden Sun. That was the one. So if you didn't go and check it out, you know, I'm not sure if he's doing another one this week, going through it all. But, you know, if you've seen it, hopefully you enjoyed that. Number one, it's been 2 weeks. Where's our boy currently at? Still in America, or has he made his way to Japan? It's been to America. He's had comments, and we're making the comments right now. What feedback have you got so far? Number three, well, is this ATA still about 5 months away? Yeah, I would say so. Maybe even earlier, possibly. We're just working on the changes right now. 4, anime-wise, I'm guessing Cowboy Bebop is next in line. Do you think the fan base is the same for both CB and FMA? I know I'm getting 2, but I think that the licensee needs to leave some air for the other. Do you think the licenses need to leave some air for each other? I'm not really sure about that. I don't understand anime guys yet in terms of what they like. There's quite some polar opposites. I mean, you could say hardcore animes versus a little bit more light-hearted, such as common. You know, you could say, you know, Guts is obviously very hardcore, Berserk is very hardcore compared to a bit more light-hearted between One Punch Man and you know, Samurai Champloo as an example. FMA is kind of semi-serious compared to something like Cowboy Bebop as an example. I mean, what would you say? I'm not sure about the overlaps. There are many anime fans. I'm not sure exactly what they like in terms of crossover wise, so it's quite hard for me to gauge that. The answer is we'll find out. Number 5, is RTSD still expected to ship mid-May? Yeah, late May, I would say. Late May. For the when I say ship, I'm talking about from the factory, yeah? So you need another 3 to 4 weeks after that for shipping to your to the warehouses. I know you're over in Canada, so it's going to be a little bit longer to Canada for that. Number 6, does anyone need to go through the same approval process as Alphonse? The answer is yes, absolutely. Every single thing does. But because it's our second product, we know better what the licensor expects and when, so we can work from that. Brenton Friedley, have you figured out the SD numbering for Solaire having RT at 12-month plans? I don't understand. Have you figured out the SD line numbering for Solaire having RT at 12-month plans?
Yeah.
Because you're saying that Solaire could be in the marketplace before someone finishes paying off their 12-month plan. Is that what you mean? That's a good point. We have some plans. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to hit for that Artorias one. We'll have to sort of see. There's not that many people. There are quite a few, but we'll have to sort of have to see how that goes. It's almost like we will almost like semi-pencil in those numbers for those guys that haven't authenticated it because they haven't received it. And we'll be able to sort of cross-reference to see whether or not they also went on a 12-month plan for the Solaire as well. That can also give some information on that. MAD with RTSD exclusive getting ready for Asia and Australia. Can we expect a production video or final box art images? The answer soon. The answer is we gave final boxes for the exclusive version. I did a thing on the stream here. I haven't done an actual video. I should probably actually post a video of that. The second thing is production video. I already made one, and I need to get Jeffrey to do the video for that. The law. Any plans on doing an original pose idea for any lines that deviate from the standard game artwork pose? The answer is I'll be very nervous of doing that. That would need to be super crowdsourced. Like super crowdsourced. And like super lots of people voting for that. But you know, I could do that, run a poll, and just simply say, what kind do you want? Like what style? Medieval. Science fiction, modern, military, you know, and sort of go through lists like that and try and weed down that and then come a cut. What do you think about that, Chocks?
No. Well, you need to create, I think it's best, I mean, there's a couple of ways of looking at it. You can create an awesome character and then slowly build the background universe of it. Or you create a universe first, then you start creating the characters. Depends how you want to go on it. They got to imagine it in the head.
Or we could, you know, look at, there's a plethora of amazing 3D artists out there and simply go, if they have some original art, and go, you know what, let's produce that. Or choose like 10 of the best ones that we think and go, right, here's a choice. Obviously do a deal with them to say, if we're going to run a poll, if this is one that gets lots of traction, would you be up for that as an example, right?
Mm-hmm. And bringing the artist ideas to life, yeah?
Yeah. Because you've got the concept right there and there. Forget about trying to go through it. It's like, here are like what we think are like 10 really great things. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think of these? And then go from there. Is a possibility as well. Maybe then have some slight tweaks to it, but I don't know is the answer to that. It's kind of hard. Did Michael really do 2 polls?
Yeah.
2 posts. Number 7.
Yeah.
If current Alphonse is approved as is, when can we expect a sneak? The answer is, it's not. You should wait for my answer before writing that next question. Number 8. Follow up to the last question. If it is approved as is, should we expect 2 shipping boxes like Guts? Yeah. Absolutely. That boy is huge. Number 9. Considering TFM is confirmed as a tease for the end of this Q&A, I'm guessing that the leak you mentioned is a YouTube leak with the FMA video. Yes, it's correct. But that wasn't really a leak. It was more like Jessica is now first of figures replying to comments in the comments, you know, in our YouTube videos, and as a result, she also gets to see when we have things like uploaded but not listed. She just had a little sneaky little look and was like, damn, Alex, he's massive. I'm like, yo, yeah, he is. So it wasn't like a leak. It was just Jessica seeing it, and I was like, yeah, I forgot it was even there. It's quite a while ago, and so yeah, that's cool. Regarding Alphonse that you sent on a trip, do you send a regular or exclusive? Or do you send only the statue or complete packaging, whatever that's included with the art box and all? No, the answer is absolutely no box art, no nothing like that. Just the exclusive version, which has all the regular stuff as well. And that's a wrap for your 2 weeks worth of questions. Very, very, very good. Brendan Rostello, what's going on, mate? Any poses picked up for DK? With a lot of things that we've been talking about this week. And the answer is, if we were to go ahead with one, well, the answer is we are going to conceptualize one, and then we're going to run it via the big end, see what they think about that. Yes, we've come up with something. With the Earthbound TT coming up, will we ever hear the Earthbound story that was teaser one of our first few streams? The answer is no. Unless we ever get anywhere. Be a nice one for the making of documentary back in the day. Lastly, it seems Skies fans are having a hard time deciding on Ica's base. 400 plus votes, but no clear consensus. Some have advocated for the treasure chest instead. Also, the original base idea has 500 plus votes. Original base idea has 500 plus votes. Mock-up courtesy of... Also, the original base idea already has 500 plus votes. 500 plus votes. 500 plus votes. Has something happened? I'm not. Do you mean total votes? Let me check what you mean. You know, always need to just clarify.
Yeah. Total in all the concepts, yeah.
And it's saying it's multiple people. It's multiple people. It's one person doing multiple choices.
Still
Does
a
not
vote.
count as 500 votes.
They're not unique votes.
Unique votes.
Yeah.
Unique people votes.
It's like, come on, where's all the 60,000 Shenmue pledges? I'm 2 of them. Stop twisting the numbers. Come on, you're better than that, Restello. Brendan. Nice try.
Look, I know Brendan's really been rallying for
Yeah,
that a lot,
yeah,
and,
I know. Yeah.
And it really sucks to see that it's not really got the traction, and it's sort of like, you know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, we
Like,
I made
like,
that.
we
Made
made
it.
effort to
It
get
got
to
in
the
the
art.
newsletter like for months and months and months.
And the original Save Ica poll got higher and higher, and then like, okay, I'm gonna start doing some work, getting some concepts made, done that, and then, is it?
Brendan says that I'm talking on the original TT. That base has 500 plus on one option.
But the original TT is just the character itself. Let me see the original.
Because we provided the renders. Is that what it meant? Yeah. The original TT.
That's just the character itself. But a lot of people were saying it's just the character itself, and then people were asking about changing the poses. And a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, let's do Ica, but change stuff." So I was like, "Okay, well I've changed it. Now what do you want to do?" And then like, "Oh, no one wants it. Let me see what's it." Ica. That's very sad. That Ica TT. Chuckles. Where's your Ica TT? Here we go. Yeah, it's here. It's here.
That one?
There you go. This one here. Save Ica.
507.
Yes, is 500.
And 7.
Votes.
507 votes.
507.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, and you know it's hard for me to get. You know, there's so many other things conflicting and pulling us. That, you know, we'll be here when you guys get here.
Same with Riala.
That really breaks my heart because that's like physical. And painted. And vaulted. Ugh.
I'll take it home. I'll take it home, guys.
Show it some love, yeah?
Yeah.
Such a benevolent person you are.
I'll put it right next to Mini Chocks.
Where's the... Where the hell did the comments go? The questions go? Oh, sorry guys. I think I've...
Questions. Only 3 more questions left.
Alright. Did I answer all of Brendan's questions? Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Pillock, bonus question, any progression in the card holders? No. We had a talk about it, but then Chris didn't do anything about it. Kevin Williams, do you think the Meta Ridley will be ready for pre-order this year or early next year? This year. Michael Light, just commenting before the freezing comment thing next week, cheeky. Christina Marie Papa Davis, TFM for exclusive version. Christina, it is actually your turn to go first for who that. It is now time for who that.
Hey.
Well, he made one.
Ages ago. For
He made one back then. Fucking nuts. I mean,
that's it for the TTs, right? Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hurry up and do it. Who that? Who that? 3 winners. First one up is Christina. Is that right? 3 winners. Guys, a chance to win up to 8,000 reward points. 1,000, 2,000, no sorry, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 and 8,000 extra reward points by guessing the character itself that Alex is going to show, for a chance to get into the winning seat to play Who Dat. Christina.
Okay, this is going to be really, really, really hard. Let's see if I can do this. This is going to take the piss.
Really, 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 really hard. Christina Marie.
You're most likely going to have to look this up.
Oh wow! Wow! Why did it come through your mind?
Well, I just thought I'm going to screw people. I'm going to try, and this is going to be really, really tough.
Yeah, I don't.
You have to like look that up.
Yeah, I don't even know. Interesting.
Well, I'll probably go for the
that one. I think is it a main one?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The character name, guys. You got to get the character name correct and spelt correctly as well. All right. So we're gonna choose the winners that we see on our screen, which you can actually
Make sure
see.
you hit test.
Yeah, you can see.
I'm gonna hit refresh here just in case it sort of refreshes anything. Hit test on your site. It's really hard, guys.
Right, get ready, guys. Christina, obviously you do not have to. You do not have to get this correct because you are already in the seat, and you will play
Go first.
Yep, you will go first. So we're gonna choose.
Is she around?
I have no idea if she's around, but we'll just wait until everything's died down. Then we'll ask
I'll
her.
make this bigger.
Yeah. So guys, we're gonna choose winners. 2 winners from the bunch of answers. So make sure you spell correctly. Yep, Christina's there. Hey, Christina.
Excellent.
Yep, we'll let you go first once we choose 2 winners. Are you ready?
Oh God, it's not letting me like zoom in. That's like the worst. That's like the
What
worst.
is wrong with it? Can you not save it first? Save
This
it.
is saved. This is
Save it.
saved.
Can you
yeah.
zoom in?
No, it's not. It's so rubbish. This is the same one. Oh God. Unbelievable. I can't zoom in. That is
about
worst. How about now? This is not Ica, mate.
How about now?
This is a bit. This looks a little bit high res. Oh, look at that
You
high
sure?
res. Yeah, yeah.
All right then.
Yeah, yeah,
All right
yeah,
then.
yeah, baby.
Show that part.
Yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah. Just look, that part, yeah.
It looks like.
All right, here we go, guys. It's gonna do it now.
All right, guys. Character. A character. Got to get the name correct. You got to spell the name correctly. Good luck. This is a tough one.
In 3, 2.
Oh.
Nah, it won't. It'll be fine.
And you better be. You better be sure that
That's fine.
it's quite.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's quite glossy.
If I angle this down a little bit, that means when I show it, it will be.
Doesn't matter about that. It's how you hold the phone.
Yeah, true that. In 3, 2, 1. Boom! Yeah, just making sure they're good. Yeah. Who that? And turn up a little bit. Alright, it's fully maxed.
Just be careful with that gap.
Yeah. Well, can you like move your screen a little bit across?
Oh my god, now you're paranoid.
Now I'm paranoid.
Right, just don't go above the monitor. We don't want to review anything.
Okay.
That's right, Mr. Michael Lai. What is in the office? That is the wrong answer. Guys, it's the character name. Josh Mizrahi. You got the idea quite similar, but unfortunately it's not tacky. Hi guys. I see where you're coming from, James Bennington and Colleen and Christian and Ashley.
3, 2, 1. Who that?
Oh my
Oops,
god.
it disappeared.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Who that?
Just worried.
That's cool. What on earth was that?
Hey Alicia, you gotta guess the character. So Alex is gonna show you a section of that character one by one until eventually revealing the whole character himself. So the first one to get it right will get into the hot seat for the game of Who Dat, Who Dat.
Who that? Oh, things are much faster on your screen, Chocks.
Why?
I can see them moving much faster on your screen.
Yeah, but
so
we go on your screen.
I know, so I'm going to refresh it. I'm going to refresh, guys, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff. It's going really slowly. It's going really quick on yours.
Yeah, but we see different things.
I know, but it's just,
Yeah.
it's like,
Have you refreshed it yet?
yeah, oh no, it's refreshing here. Don't refresh.
Don't refresh because they're worried about.
All right, here we go. We're going to make it a little bit easier. So annoying. It's like stopped again. Okay, Epona is here. It's appearing over there. Look how much faster yours is going. It's getting like bogged up. Andre Ridley, where's that written on yours?
Tell you what I see in your mind it will be different on your side.
All right, this is ridiculous in terms of the timing. Just maybe you need to keep an eye on yours as well, to be honest with you.
So we're gonna move on to my screen then, guys. We're gonna choose 2 winners from my screen. Oh, this is gonna be hard because it's recording from your screen.
Yeah, I got massive lag here. It's like huge lag. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but the guy's not gonna trust us when we say, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be the winner. She's gonna be the winner," and they'll be like, "Oh, this ain't right. This ain't fair."
This is under. Oh, so annoying. Why is that? Should I change? I don't know where that is. All right, sorry guys. I'm gonna keep an eye on both sides. Okay. I know you can't see your screen, but we know when you're gonna see it. All right, let's just keep on going. We're gonna have to get through this. It's massive lag on my screen. Why is that? God.
Now it's slowed down on my screen.
Is it? Oh, this. God. Right. Oh, for God's sake. Sorry, guys. This is really annoying.
It's not rigged. It's not rigged.
Alright, it's disappeared. Alright, here we go, guys. We're going to just show... Oh, are you fucking kidding me right now? Stop appearing. Okay. Right, here we go, guys. We're just going to show it all. And as soon as you see it, it's going to be ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
No, the screen is back to normal speed, it seems like.
Not 100%. Okay.
Well, we just have to go with
Okay,
your
right,
screen.
okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to make it easy now.
Yeah,
Okay?
just scrap the whole thing.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Keep an eye on both sides.
No, your side,
Oh,
not my
side.
side,
Okay,
just
okay,
your
okay,
side.
Okay, it's moving
Yeah,
now. It's
yeah.
moving now. It's moving. It's moving. It's moving. Right, it's now on the screen.
Guys, we're just going to go with what we see on Alex's screen. We're going to just choose 2 winners there. I know the internet performance is a bit slow, but we just have to go with what's on the screen right now. So far, we haven't got a winner. We haven't got a correct answer just yet.
Wow. Really? Really, guys? Really? Deary me.
Nah, it's before their time.
Really? I know. All right, further back. Here we go.
Oh, you didn't show the full thing?
No, I just want the face. But how much more do you need? It's the bloody face.
You probably need everything. Oh, careful. Higher.
Wow. Let's check that.
It's a very niche game, guys.
Just type that in there.
What?
Wow. Can't really show you much more. That is pretty much it. Who dat? No one knows it. Wow.
No.
Are you sure it doesn't? Maybe you just need to type it in.
No.
There. Okay. Right. We got. Okay. That'll be fine. Yeah. I knew he'd get it right.
Right.
You just type it. We need the actual name.
We need the actual name. It's got to be spelt correctly as well, guys.
All right. There we go. We're gonna go with Petulia, and we're gonna go with 3 p.m. I don't know if you guys were following what I thought Alex would have a good chance. He's a massive old school fan of fighters. This is from Rise of the Robots. Back in the day, it was the most amazing graphics in the history of histories. Back in the day, it was the most amazing thing. And then it had the worst gameplay ever. He's known as Cyborg. EC3502 did not come up with anything. And we're just going with Cyborg. And those two people were Alex Petulia and 3 p.m. for these guys. Sorry about the delay on that, guys. I do apologize about that. So congrats to those winners. We have Christina in the hot seat first. Also known as 3C...
35-2.
Were you right 3C0 or 3CO?
What they typed in.
Yeah, what were you guys writing? 0 or O?
They said EC.
Says 0. They've written 0.
Yeah. So keep going down.
EC.
EC3502. So that's wrong as well. It's ECO, eco. See,
yeah, Alex got it wrong as well.
Petulia,
you got it wrong as well, but Cyborg is what we were going for.
We were going for the Cyborg.
Yeah, EC302 was not correct, so it's ECO35-2. That's why it wasn't coming up. But Cyborg. Boom! Alright guys, here we go. Christina, are you ready? It's time to go.
Does Christina know how to play the game? Hey, Christina. Say hello.
Brenton, it's 35-2. Alright, where are we at? Where is Christina? Are you there? C3PO. Alright, nice one, Christina. Here we go. Who that? In case this is your first time, we have 3 coins, 4 hands. For a chance to win 500 reward points, all you need to do, you have a 75% chance to get this right. Go for hand number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4 for a chance to win 500 reward points.
Yep. 4 hands, 3 coins. You got to make sure you got to choose the coin to move on to the next round. You have up to 500 points. If you win it, you get the decision to stay or walk away with your 500 points, because that was an option that we should tell the guys.
Yeah, well, let them just get the ball. Oh, well, Christina's chosen already. That was quick. All right.
Okay.
So she's obviously gets the rules very quickly. Well, I can tell you, if you hadn't for hand number 1, you would have got yourself 500 reward points. If you went for hand number 4, you would have got yourself 500 reward points in. But you decided to go for hand number 3 in 3, 2, 1. We're supposed to be nice about this, right?
You should have been nice today. You should be nice to Christina today.
So, there's no glee. There's no there's no happiness, there's no joy about
Who that?
taking her down in the first round.
But rules are rules.
You know, it's very sorry to say that there was deniage happening. Got to keep it tempered down. Unfortunately, there were no points, but congratulations on getting on to the on the board.
On the board.
All I can say is, Alex Pachulia, 3 p.m. They are both veterans of the game, and when they get denied, because they will be denied.
All right, guys, come on, let's do it. Let's make sure these guys do not win, so we can start going into the 40-second teaser.
Yeah.
All right,
3 hour tease.
Yeah,
3 hours
right,
tease for
yeah,
40 seconds.
Yeah, that's right. 3 hours and 40 seconds.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, boom! For a chance to win 500 all points, Alex Pachulia. This is a time number. He's got to be more than once. I see. He got to level 3 and died. He's a ballsy player.
Yeah.
Got to level 3 and he was like, "I'm gonna go for it." Yeah.
Yep.
For a chance to win 500 reward points, we have Alex Pachulia in the house. We go for hand number 1, hand number 2, number 3, or number 4 for a chance to win 500 reward points. Let us know in the comments, Mr. Pachulia. He's gone for number 4. If you went for hand number 2, you would have got yourself 500 reward points. If you went for hand number 3, you would have got yourself 500 reward points. But no, you decided to make it harder. You decided to go for hand number 4 and 3, 2, 1. Ooh, he's a veteran.
What does that mean then?
Are you going to go? Keep going? If you decide to walk away, just let us know what you would have gone for. Because here we are. 2 coins, 3 hands for a chance to win 1,000 war points in 3, 2... No, not in 3, 2, 1. Hand number 1, number 2, or number 3 for a chance to win 1,000 reward points. Of course, you could walk away.
Yeah, we can walk away with the 500. Or you know, take a risk and go for 1,000.
Both of you walk away on round number 1. Let's get to Midna. Yo, Pachulia, what are you going for?
Yo,
MJP says 3. Cassie B says 3. Cedric says 3. Bab says 4. Of course, I'm going on.
Good luck.
Pachulia goes for number 2. If you went for hand number 3, you would have got yourself 1,000 war points. If you decided to go for number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Interesting.
Has he sussed out the pattern?
Don't know. Are we being too predictable is the question.
It's been rigged.
We have here a flower and a number. It's a 50-50 chance. For 2,000 reward points.
2,000. Do you want to walk away with your 1,000 reward points so we can see Truth on Midna? Or do you want to take it, forget the rest of the guys and then go to, go for the 50-50
for a chance to win 2,000 reward points? Would you go with flower or number? If you decide to walk away with your 1,000 reward points, no problem. Let us know in the comments what you would have chosen.
With capitals.
Oh, right.
And
Okay,
2 exclamation marks.
In 3, 2, 1. D. No.
Everyone. That's why Alex Patula never walks. How's everyone? Everyone, please show your reactions to the video. Are you happy or are you sad? What would it be? Everyone's happy. Oh my god. There's your true. There's the humanity.
There you go.
There you go.
Never fail. Never, ever change. All right, here we go. 3 p.m. What's his previous? He was like OG, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Level 2, level 3. He reached level 3 and died. Same place, mate. Consistency by Pachulia.
Christy. Yeah, he was the first player. 500 points and then he lost. Yeah.
Did he actually lose on the 500 points?
Yeah,
we didn't even get right out, right?
But not applicable, no winner. It wasn't a winner. It wasn't a winner.
I know, but did he he didn't even? I know he didn't win anything, but did he get to 500 war points?
He
and then he lost on the next one.
Yeah, he must have lost on it. That was before I started.
Is there any other 3 PMs? It's done it more than once, I'm pretty sure. Just type in find. Let's type in Chris. Yeah, Christian, and then how do you find it down?
There's one there. Nah, that's it.
Oh!
This is his second game.
3 p.m. is OG loser. He says, no, I didn't. Well, here you go. Time to make amends. Time to make amends. Here we go. For a chance to win 500 war points, see if you could, you know, better your original time. Do you go for hand number 1, 2, 3, or 4 for a chance to win 500 war points? Let us know in the comments.
Come on, Christian. Would you go for 1, 2, 3, or 4, or you want to walk away now with 0
0
points? Yeah, don't even bother playing.
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't have to play if you don't
have
want
to play.
yeah.
That's it. That's another option there. You don't have to play at all. You'll be the first person that denied us of who that.
Anytime you want to get back to... Oh, shit. It's like...
I know the rules. Hand 2, he says. I know the rules. Hand 2.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. Right, if you went for hand number 1, you would have got yourself 500 war points. If you went for hand number 4, you would have got yourself 500 war points. Instead, you went for hand number 2. Ooh,
well done.
Nice.
Now, here we go.
Here we go.
Would you repeat the same history?
You know, this is... Well, you know... I don't think he even got to this one.
Did you not?
I don't think we even got here. I think at the end, yeah. Alrighty. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's right.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Here we are. Round 2. 1,000 rewards. You can walk away with 500.
Level
for a
2.
chance to win 1,000 war points.
Or you can walk away with
Yeah.
500 points.
Yeah.
The first 500
Yeah.
points.
Hand
Ever.
number 1, 2, or 3. Why is he called 3 p.m.? Is that when he eats his lunch? I'll let 3 p.m. answer that. Cedric says 1.
What would it be?
I feel like it's like... I feel like it's hanging.
It's not moving on my side.
Is it to do with the reactions? Turn off reactions. I think reactions slows it down.
That as well.
Oh, he says
2.
2 again?
Yeah.
Is that like is that the 1 year? Okay.
Yeah.
He's gone for 2, yeah?
He's gone for 2.
Again?
Yeah.
Just making sure that this is not a delay. I believe it is. Okay. All right then. Here we go. It's if you went for hand number 3, you would have got yourself 1,000 war points. But no, you decided to go for hand number 2 in 3, 2, 1.
Well done.
Denied.
Well done.
Boom. True for Midna it is. It's laggy as hell, right? Turn off.
What's wrong with the internet? You've upgraded the internet.
Translations. Turn off.
You need to upgrade your PC.
It's nothing to do with my PC, yo. How do I like hide reactions and stuff?
It should be there, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't work for me. Turn off live video notification. No, turn off.
It's not even there. It's not even there.
What? What? How do I even stop that? Ay, 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 ay. I think it's just sort of the notification, the messages themselves, rather than actually, I think the stream is still okay. It's just the comments disappear. It is what it is.
Small potatoes with potato-powered PCs. That is correct.
I'm defensive about my PC. Yeah, damn right I am, Scott. Okay, guys, here we go. Would you please do us the honor of just letting people know we're almost there at the 50 to try and get an extra winner for next week's stream. To let them know we're about to go live.
I'm proud of you,
the
Lilith.
trailer.
Well done. Thanks for staying up so long.
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
Yes.
Very, very good. What time is it with you now there? Is it 2 hours ahead of us? 3 a.m.? It's like the opposite of 3 p.m. Have a lot of secrets in there.
Lauren Cook, give me my waifu.
All right, guys.
Alright guys, so is the time ready? Please make sure you share this video out. If you know any Zelda fans, pages, groups, this is the real deal. This is not a teaser. Well, it's a teaser, but this is not a tease. This is no joke. This is not April the 1st.
It has been a long time. 3 a.m. in Australia. Much appreciated for keeping awake, guys.
That's right, Cassandra. Time to screenshot and post that everywhere.
Oh, 150, Chocks.
Go on, one more.
Oh,
Yay!
what's that?
All right,
Four lucky winners.
4 lucky winners for the chance to win 500 reward points.
Yeah.
Ooh, hashtag.
3 p.m. Why equal 3 p.m.? 3 p.m. Why equal 3 p.m.? That's the question I have to ask. All right.
Is that a new name? It's like a new name, isn't it?
No, it's 1 p.m. there.
All right.
It's been a long time, guys. We do apologize about that. Majora's Mask was the last in the Zelda line that we showed of anything. That was exactly 1 year and 4 months ago. That is the 5th or the 6th or the 7th of January I think it was the 8th of 2017. It's been a long time. I do apologize about that. One of the things that we changed this time round was actually making sure that the big end had approved everything to actually go into production. So the thing that stops us from going into production is just ourselves now. You know, so we can go live whenever as in we can start production process when we want to, which is far easier to control people's expectations. You guys are well aware of what happened. There was many months of, was there any updates on Majora's Mask? The answer was no. Was there any updates on this? Was there any updates of that? And the answer was no. And it was quite embarrassing to have to put you through that position. So sorry about that. This is why we're here now with Truthful Midna already being approved by the big N. That's great. It allows for us to do that. Now, today is just the fact that next week we will be doing the reservation period. So this is just to let the awareness go. We want to let you guys know and see it first. And then we will be doing an article about it, etc., etc. Just to let people know that next week she will be doing the full reveal of the pricing and all that sort of good stuff. And reservation weekend will start that week. All right, guys. We'll see you on the other side. What?
Just be mindful. We don't know how loud this is, right?
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
just make sure you got your fingers on the dial. Just make sure it's not too loud. Right.
Anything else?
No.
All
Just
right.
making sure. All right. Just make sure.
It's been 1 year and 5 months. We can wait.
Yeah, we can wait a couple more.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just make sure you screen grab that. Make sure you share that out. Make sure you enjoy it. You know, it's a Zelda piece. You know, enjoy these next 40 seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
In the meantime, I'm going to hit refresh because there might be some comments coming in that's not appearing on the screen. And we will see you on the other side.
Crystal again. Wood hacker repair. Beautiful girl rebuild space. Up for whip horse.
Whew. That was a long 40 seconds.
That's
a long 40 seconds.
A lot of work put into that 40 seconds. Thank you very much, Jeffrey.
A lot of work went into that. What did you guys think of that? Let us know in the comments. Let's have a look.
And guys, don't worry if you just join the stream and miss the video. We will post
What's wrong with her eyes? Is she cross-eyed? No.
We will post
She's
that
not cross-eyed.
video on the main page again, so you guys can revisit the video and share that out as well. And yeah, so that's the teaser. Hopefully everything goes smoothly and the reservation period will start next Friday.
Yeah. She is not cross-eyed. This is not put it on my screen. She's looking like this into the camera, so it's looking to the left. When you see her looking straight on, she's looking to the left. That's what you should be looking at. It's been such a long time. I'll run that for you one more time. Do you guys like to see it one more time? Would you guys like to see it one more time?
One more time.
The comments are being stopped.
Would you like to see it one more time, guys?
Let's do it one more time then, yeah?
Let's just do the watch party and just have it on loop.
There's that as well. I'll do it one more time, guys.
Crystal again. Won't have a repair. You can rebuild space. Up for reports.
Boom, cut that bit short because you know where to go, come to the club, etc., etc. So yeah, you know, in terms of the music, it's from the Sacred Grove. I know it obviously sounds like it's the Saria song, but actually, if you the soundtrack also has that there as well. So you know, in terms of the pricing, the sizing, all that sort of stuff, what she looks like, etc., etc. What's wrong with her crown? Has it already started? All the comments already started.
Yeah.
So you will have all of the information, pricing, sizing, pictures next to Zant, you know,
Yep.
scale-wise, all that sort of stuff.
Documentary, comparisons, everything, all that stuff. Everything will be done for you guys next Friday. Give the team some guys to do all the information, all the website stuff, and yeah. So hopefully you guys will come back on Friday and check all that information out. So we will have all that stuff on you for you during next week's Friday Q&A.
Cool. All right, guys. So I see that some are happy, some aren't happy. It is what it is. You do what you do. We do what we do, and that's how it goes. So it's, as always, you know, we can't please everybody. We can't, but we do what we do. So thanks so much for joining us this week. There will be a 4-minute open feeding frenzy within 15 minutes after this. We will do a blog post which will have that video in 4K that you can see, as well as a bit more information about how we got to Midna. It's very similar to how we did the Shiranui article 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, something like that. And you know, in terms of more information, of course, you'll see all of that next week for Midna. Yeah. Alex says, gives you a week to make all the changes people will be requesting. Yeah, of course. So that's where we're at, guys. Chocks, anything to add? Some normally you have some sort of shout outs at the end?
No shout outs this time. Nope.
All right.
Straightforward. So basically, all full attention will be going towards next week's reservation weekend. So yeah, let's start the Zelda hype. It's been a while, so hopefully once this one has been done, I'm sure you guys will be looking forward to the next Zelda piece. But for now, True Form Midna, it's her time to shine. Yeah. It's been long in the making, so hopefully you guys will enjoy the documentary. We don't know how long the documentary is, but
we haven't made it yet.
We haven't made it yet, so early next week we will start doing the documentary. So guys, if you still haven't, if you still have some questions, make sure you jump on the documentary Q&A thread for True Form Midna. There is a post in the Collectors Club as well. Jump on that, and then maybe we will answer your question in the documentary.
Yep.
Yep.
Wanted to say Francesco, Kevin, I saw something, is it Kevin De Francesco, something like that, sorry, a little bit earlier on the stream, talks about the future of the Berserk line being decided by the club. Well, there's a lot of stuff that's already coming down the line in terms of there's already Skull Knight and Berserker armor, and the 4th is already planned. So in terms of after that, yeah, we'll go and ask you guys what you want, but there's plenty of time to worry about that. That's something that we can worry about that in a year, 2 years time. So it's something you need to worry about it right now.
All right, good night, Lilith. Thanks for staying up with us. Hope you enjoyed the Q&A, and you know, check out the Truth on Midna video again once you get up. That should be on the main page.
Yep, that's right. That's right. So, Joey Griggs, the pre-orders for Midna will be indeed. The reservation period for Midna will open next week. So cool.
That's right. So, what are the guys expecting? Feeding Frenzy after the stream. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Within 15 minutes, guys. The Feeding Frenzy is going to be open for 4 minutes. So make sure you stick around in the club and well, log into your account basically, and get today's extra 4 points as well.
Get today's extra 4 points. All right, guys.
All right.
That's another one wrapped up. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Today is the 4th of May. Shout out to Star Wars fans 2018. Thank you so much for joining us. Has been Friday Q&A. Friday Q&A with Chocks A, number 69. And we will be back at it again next week for number 70. And that will be the full reveal, of course, for Midna, as we said. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. It has been a long stream for those certainly in Australia. I want to say have a great day to America. Have a great afternoon to Europe. Have a really good evening to Asia, and go to bed, Australia. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you very soon. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chuckles.
F4F is love.
F4F is life.
We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Laters.
Boom. Stop streaming.